time. So for like a month every quarter, you go over there.
No, I just fucking move, man. Just done.
Just done.
Gone. Cat
Just
Cafe
peace out.
opens.
Go.
Yeah.
Then you need like a proper visa.
No, but see, that's just it. Like, so we have a Japanese business entity. So I switched to being employed by the Japanese business entity, and then I'm fine.
Visa still costs a shitload of money, so the company would have to give.
Yeah,
money.
but Japan's economy is just tiny baby energy right now.
Tiny baby energy.
Well, the yen just sucks right now. But Trevor's point is, I'm being flippant, but that is something that TGC would have to pay for, not me.
Yeah. No, I mean convincing them to say yes after they look at the full requirements of what we need to happen.
Recent conversations have taught me that while I may not have like excessive leverage, I at least have some in this argument. So who knows? Maybe in the future I can play my cards and finally go to glorious anime land.
Glorious anime land.
Speaking of glorious anime,
I'm such
Christina,
a fucking weeb.
okay. I'm gonna redeem myself. I was talking to Drew about this. I don't know if you have Netflix. There's a show called Monster on it, which is an anime from like 2009. It's like the least anime I've never watched. Like, it's so grounded, and it's kind of this psychological horror anime. Big recommend. I think like both you and Drew would fucking love it.
And it's called Monster?
Yeah. It's Netflix like randomly advertised it to me. The guy who made it apparently makes just like a bunch of just fucked up anime. But not like Junji Ito fucked up. Because Junji Ito fucked up is like, oh, here's like a monster crawling out of like your porn, right? Yeah, this is more just like psychologically very tense and unsettling stuff.
Okay. All right. I like it. Monster. I have Netflix, so.
Oh my god, season 1 goes up to 73 episodes?
Yeah, it's just one season. It's
oh my god.
It is long. That's like that is the one thing I will say is like it is a slow burn, and like you watch it in the first few episodes because I had no context going in. The first few episodes I was kind of like, okay, all right, yeah, and then by like episode 4 you just realize like, oh fuck, oh no,
oh no,
and then that's pretty much just the whole show is just constantly going, oh no, oh fuck. Like, no, Dr. Tenma, why?
Did you watch the whole thing already?
Yeah, I watched it in the last like month and a half. Like I started watching it very casually because the description made it seem like it would be like something that was like horror, and I was like I like generally feeling unsettled. And then as I got into it, it was like just a much deeper show that's like an exploration of trauma, abuse, how children are treated, like a bunch of like what happened in Europe after the fall of the wall, what's like the leftover remnants of like Nazi ideology. Like it just dives into so many topics that like I'd never ever seen in an anime, and like it's just people like that are detectives, doctors. Like there's nobody's yelling about the gates of Babylon, sadly, but I think that's a pro here.
That sounds like super different.
Yeah, I would say for you, Christina, give it just like 5 episodes and like you'll know if you want to watch it. But I really think like there are so many just really like good points that make you think, and I think that's not usually something I feel like I see in anime.
I am going to write it down.
Speaking of which, I just finished Lockwood & Co. And it's on Netflix. It's a series about teens who hunt dangerous ghosts in London.
This is not an anime. You segued...
but it sounds like it should. I think it should have been an anime. Is my point.
Yeah, I'm looking at this key art. It definitely looks like a real life anime.
It really, in many ways, is a real life anime. Like it would have been perfect as an anime. And the show itself is not perfect, but it was good. There's some nice world building there. The performances are nice. The characters are interesting. It's worth checking out.
Speaking
not
of
as good as The Last of Us, but there are very few
characters.
things on TV that are as good as The Last of Us. Right
Arctis?
I'm talking about The Last of Us right now.
I don't want to talk about The Last of Us. I want to talk about Arctis.
Yeah, bitch, get in the game.
Or else you will be the last one in this game. Alive.
I am appointing myself as Christina's like gif of the black kids looping going.
Oh!
I'm in the game. I have an empty HP bar for some reason.
Because you got
You
fucked
died.
up.
Yeah, because you got fucked up! Do you not remember what happened only 1 week ago?
Yeah, but we're back in Arctis now. All things are healed in Arctis. Everything's fine.
We haven't
Yeah,
No,
Arctis-
you're
Or
bleeding
in
from
Borealis,
every...
in Borealis.
You're bleeding from every orifice because you almost got your ass blasted apart by some congealed energy elementals.
I heard ass blasted, and we were talking about porn elementals, and that's all I'm hearing right now.
Oh, now you remember. Now you remember the porn elementals. Now, why my HP gone? But the porn elementals.
Well, I remembered that the porn elementals are the reason why my HP is gone.
Because you got ass blasted.
Because you
By
got
the-
ass blasted.
Yeah, by the board element.
A plus B equals?
Ass
Question?
blasted.
Ass
A plus B literally equals ass blasted.
Ass blasting. God damn it.
That was unexpectedly delightful. I'm really pleased by this.
Well,
These might be the best intro that
Can that
Arctis
just
has
be the
ever
name
had.
of the episode? Ass blasted.
No,
A
it
plus B
cannot.
equals question mark, question mark, question mark.
Does this math check out? I'll just make this thumbnail of, can you solve this? It's just A
Okay,
plus B
now-
equals triple
No,
question mark.
we will never get a sponsorship.
Do you really think that we can get a sponsorship from Pornhub?
No! No!
That's a really good point. For distribution, we could just distribute Arctis on Pornhub.
No, stop! We actually just straight up cannot mention those sites. Stop. Cease.
Okay, I'll be
Like
good.
legit.
Christina puts up a cease and desist against her own players.
Okay,
the
okay,
stop
it's-
sign.
It's for satyrs and it's called Horn Pub.
That's better. That's entirely better.
Yeah, it is. I solved for it. We're good.
Kashima will never come outside and go on adventures. He's always on Horn Pub.
He's lost himself to the satyr sauce.
After being rejected by Shar, Kashima locked himself in the room of the airship.
Jesus. Never to return.
Akasha has to actually
what
try
on
to
earth
do
is that
something to get
sound?
rejected.
No, listen, Akashima's playing the long game here. If you've ever seen like a romance anime in high school, Akashima's gonna wait 8 seasons to ask if she wants to hold hands.
I'm not convinced Akasha's playing any game.
No,
I'm
that's
not
it.
convinced that the shows that you're talking about ever have any worthwhile payoffs.
Listen. At some point they see fireworks and hold hands and then the credits roll. That's what I'm going for with Shar.
You know what? I
Until
rate it.
that
Zero
day
energy.
comes. As you all return to Borealis for some steak and eggs and R&R, you docked at the airship port and entered town, only to be greeted by some goblin passport examiners who wanted to make sure that you were on the up and up when entering the city. However, you had one person in your party who had a little bit of trouble getting through, Bonsai, but he quickly updated his passport as he has not been the first person to be alive and then come back from the dead, possibly in a different body. The goblins had paperwork for that. It was very strange. After entering through the airship port and passing all of your properly documented paperwork, you made your way to the Borealis Tavern, where you enjoyed some food and drink in the newly remodeled establishment. Turns out you all winning the hunt and parking yourself at the Borealis Tavern made that place very popular. And with his new windfall of money, Barnaby made the tavern a much more pleasant place for travelers to come for a quick meal, stable up their mounts for the evening, and be able to leave. Eventually. However, it was at a cost of some of the upstairs rooms, so it's fine. He didn't need all those rooms anyway. As you all ate and drank your fill, Akashaba eventually woke up from a rather pleasant dream. One where he started in the apple's eye surrounded by Shar and Kalga. But upon waking up, It was just the Slipperlisk, and Akashiba had made his way back into town to meet with Bonsai, Flix, and Rain. As you all finally rested up and ate your fill of steak and eggs, you made your way to Lou Nibblesworth's workshop, where the Christineer was working on a massive mechanical bunny in order to potentially combat some irritants in the base of his laboratory underneath. However, now that you all showed up, Lou put you to work, saying that the errant elementals that were going awry in the laboratory were causing an influx of magic and potentially throwing off the delicate equipment that heats and powers most of Borealis. And upon descending into the laboratory underneath Lou's workshop, you had discovered a multitude of manifested elementals, some built of the noxious fumes that Lou's machines put off when extracting their Borean shard magical powers. Others seemed to be manifested from the erratic amounts of energy that were being generated from the various machines, coalescing into slimes that crackled with lightning. But the most worrying thing were the massive elemental anomalies that were feeding off the main furnace that regulated the temperatures of Borealis. And the furnace was on the verge of splitting apart, potentially spilling its geothermic contents all over Lou's laboratory and potentially into Borealis itself. But after a rather vicious fight with the energy-flinging elementals, you all vanquished them, and together, in a rather chaotic attempt, you all mended the strained furnace back into a working position. Now, Lou has brought you back upstairs, thankful that his workshop is no longer plagued by these elemental manifestations. But with Prismata not doing very good, at least unconscious for the time being, his interests seem to only be with keeping her safe, and that means keeping everything in a magically stable state around her. As thanks, Lou has offered you some airship upgrades, and will direct you back to the airship docks in order to retrieve them. Esther will join you for this, and you can all take a look at what is going on back at the airship docks in Borealis. However, you are all quite battered and bruised from your encounter with the arcane elementals. So we will begin as you all exit, the Christineer's workshop, and decide where exactly you'd like to go next, as night begins to once again pass over Borealis. One moment, please. Prismata lingers behind you, unconscious but breathing steadily, with Lou at her side. He places a fuzzy hand on her scales and keeps monitoring her. The food that, let's see, was it Akashiba that kindly brought food? Who brought food for,
Yeah, I made food. Also, is anybody else just seeing Graham Cracker? I'm not seeing a scene.
Graham cracker. No,
Graham Cracker.
I'm just seeing like an entire screen of Graham Cracker is what it looks like. I'm not actually in the scene, or I'm not.
What is Graham Cracker?
Akashiba, can you see now?
No.
Oh.
Probably need to like log out and log back in.
Yeah. Yep, that sounds like a relog.
I believe that food Akashiba brought with him and just left there. I think that's how that food got there.
Yep. I just forgot who had placed it there. But if it was Akashiba, well, that makes it 20 times worse! Just kidding.
rude as fuck, Kashaba.
Kashba, let me know when you get back in, but until then, you can all converse with each other and decide where exactly you'd like to go next. You all are quite wounded, and if you'd like, you can go back to the Borealis Tavern for a good night's rest. Or you can go straight to the docks. Up to you.
Oh, okay, I'm in the scene now.
Huzzah. Well, we have Esther here. Should we go look at airships?
Have you seen Flix in Bonsai? They look like they will just fall over from stiff breeze.
I mean, are we expecting any more fisticuffs today?
No, but I'm sure it'd feel better to look at airships with guts not hanging out.
Also, significant burns all over my tender, tiny body are undesirable. I would appreciate a rest.
Do we not have magic to tend to that? Okay, fine. We can go rest.
My goodness, you are like slave driver. Calm down on airship and let it take a nap.
Rain's just excited, can't you tell? And I don't mind going back to the tavern for a little bit. I could get some dwarven cornbread.
That's right, and we have a room there anyway. We might as well take advantage of it.
I'm just saying, we literally started our day like 3 hours ago.
Right,
you
if
are,
you
like,
start your day
impatient
and you're
child.
assaulted by ogres immediately after waking up, it doesn't matter how long you've been awake, Rain. If you wake up to ogres just stomping on you. That could happen, you know.
Yeah,
It's not
or
a threat,
getting, like,
it's a hypothetical.
Well, it doesn't have to be ogres either. It could just be like wild elementals and all that.
Right, you could have porn elementals.
What?
Speaking of, is anyone leaving a guard or something to monitor what was downstairs? That could just keep happening again and again if we don't do something.
Oh, that's true. I don't think there's any plans to put a guard down there. Why would we do something that responsible?
It's really just kind of whole frustration of being adventurer, right? You like fix problem and then come back and big problem again. But that's just kind of how it goes.
Lou, you should definitely pay for somebody to come by and like periodically sweep that place.
There's like a whole adventurers guild in this city. There's no excuse for this.
Blue looks over at you. Well, if you're leaving the workshop, why don't you go fill out one of those things for me? Seems like you all have the time.
No, we actually don't. We're trying to save the world, Lou.
Yes, and I am also trying to save Prismata.
I mean, he's got a point, Rain.
No, he doesn't. He can do his own damn work.
No, Rain is feeling energetic and full of vigor. Rain can fill out paperwork while we're taking a nap.
Perhaps if you
okay.
did not take with you one of my most promising students.
Is this not a guild? Do you not have any other guild members, Lou?
Most promising student, of course. Luke can probably barely function without Esther. Esther's that great.
He sighs. Well, yes, I had two. One being Morris. You also took him with you. And Esther, yes. Turns out, we're a little bit short on those that are interested in artificery.
Do you want to come?
What? No!
Why
Not
not?
at all.
Lou, have you considered allowing people to work from home to expand your recruitment options?
What does that even mean? How can you possibly work from home?
Well, there's all
That's not
kinds
sending
of remote
stones,
arcane
obviously.
technologies.
What are you sending, exactly? Condolences? Get out of my sight.
I'm just saying, it'd make you much more competitive in the marketplace. Rain walks out.
What? There's not
Honestly-
even a lab at home. Home is for
Honestly-
sleeping.
You might be onto something here, Rain. So here's what I'm envisioning. Some sort of scrying glass that's very specific and remote casting of Mage Hand. You could literally work from any location as long as you weren't lifting anything that was too heavy.
But I don't think if I was at home, I would probably just not work. But I would say I was working.
I believe the scrying mirrors that we recovered for Eris forever ago, Flix, you recall those?
You're
Those are
right, and
literally
they specifically allow you to cast spells through them.
That's how they did the hunt. The hunt was entirely work from
Work
home.
from
artificery.
home! And I would work harder if I could work. If I could adventure from home, I'd work much harder.
That is
But how would you
possibly
do
the
that?
most
There's no-
preposterous thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, actually, I agree with Lou. That does not make sense. How do you fight bugbear enemies at home? They are not there.
What I'm saying, if I could do it from home, I certainly would, and
So
I'd do
you
more of
expect-
it.
oh,
But then
let me-
how would
let
you
me understand
define
this.
work from home? If you're home while working, then all of life would be work.
Do you just imagine, Flix, that your enemies will just commute to your home to be fought and killed by you?
Probably. If they knew where I lived, they would certainly do that. But,
Perhaps you
fortunately
should
for
light some
us,
sort
I
of
live...
beacon or light on your roof, and then
Yeah,
you
this
flash it
actually
into the
just-
clouds.
No,
Fortunately
Louis-
for me, I don't live in a home. I'd be working from Airship, so
Okay,
it'd be very
so-
difficult for them to have my address, as it were.
Hear me out. We launch broad awareness campaign to teach monsters where you live, Flix.
Right, but you and I live together. We should literally share a room, Akashima.
Well, maybe not after these airship upgrades.
No,
This is
we
actually
still...
pretty-
No, we
this
still have to
is-
be roommates.
No,
Wait.
I think,
No, actually,
what-
I don't think we should be roommates anymore.
Wait, why?
He looks at Rain. We can have lavish guest quarters created that are completely light-proof, I presume?
Well,
That's
Esther
my
and I-
request. Lavish guest quarters that are completely light-proof.
You be light proof. Do you not want me in there?
Esther and I actually had an idea for living quarters that's a little bit separate from. Yes, that's totally fine, Flix. That can be accommodated.
Excellent. I don't mind you visiting, but I don't think that we should share a bed anymore.
Akashima just looks hurt. Why?
But
Are you
only
two- Are
sometimes.
you two breaking up? Can you not break up in my office, please?
No, we're not breaking up. We're creating healthy space so that Flix can hang out with Catherine.
The sock on the doorknob is no longer going to be adequate. That's what I'm gathering.
Right.
No, you were doing that in our room before?
Well, really, we did it wherever was convenient.
What did you do? You are like little juice box. How does this even work?
It's a little more complicated and vigorous than that.
Okay, can we leave now? I do not wish to be in this conversation anymore.
He's really.
I mean,
more of
I
a
didn't want to be in
Capri
this conversation.
Sun.
You were the one that was asking questions.
Well, I don't like answers I got, so I regret questions now. Can we
Where
please be teleported to different scene?
Where would you all like to go as you leave Lou's workshop?
Tavern.
Yeah, we want to go to the tavern.
Yeah, I guess we're going to immediately go back. Like lunch isn't even being served yet, but we're gonna take a nap. Sounds good.
He's
Let's go.
called people are brutally injured. You are so dumb.
There's a such thing as a short rest.
No, not when you have spells.
It's fair. That's true.
Did you roll natural ones on intelligence checks again?
1 second. I'll pause it real quick.
Oh, I forgot your guys' little snow angels.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's not showing up.
I removed them.
Oh, I see them right there.
Oh, do you?
I'm standing right on them.
Here, hold on. I might have to remove you.
Nope, they're still there. I saw them while I was deleted.
As you all leave Lou's workshop, you are greeted by the familiar falling snow of Borealis. And your poor little bugbear snow angel has been covered by a freshly fallen bit of powder and is no longer able to be seen. Dusk has fallen on Borealis, and you hear merry music coming from the tavern as you crunch through the snow.
Flix hurls himself onto the ground where Akashiba's snow bugbear was, and flops into the snow on his back and waves his arms and legs around and uses prestidigitation to create another giant bugbear image.
Oh, that looks very good. You would make excellent bugbear flicks.
I would.
Another bugbear snow angel is left outside. Here, let's see if we can get Here we go. There's an ear. There's a head. There we go.
Perfect.
Little snout.
I mean, it's supposed to be a Kashima, so it's probably looks a little angry about vampires.
It's
Just thinking about
perfect.
vampires. Just sitting around thinking about vampires, randomly frowning.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Barnaby greets you as he polishes a cloth in his wing.
You know, Barnaby, do
Two fingers. Barnaby, please, steak and eggs. I am famished.
before steak and eggs, you mentioned you had a room for us. I don't think I got the key.
Oh, he
I have
points
the
at
key,
Rain.
Flix.
I want the key, please.
Why are you being so weird?
Because I'm injured. I want a nap.
Are you going to go ahead and do weird things in the room just to spite Akashiba?
I would never do it to spite Akashiba. I only ever do it for my own pleasure, and I'm not doing it this time. I literally just want a nap.
Okay. Rain.
But if I do anything weird, it's my business. So weirdness may happen. Anyway, I reserve the right for weirdness, is my point.
If you do it in my room, then it becomes my business.
Well, it's our room.
What? How do you reckon?
Well, it's one key for all of us, right? Right, Barnaby?
I do have multiple keys if you require another one to access your room, Flix. It's quite
you
all
require.
right.
That would be wonderful, but it's still the same room, right?
Well, you have multiple rooms. In fact, I assumed you would want a little bit of privacy.
Oh.
They're all
Well, in
close
that case,
together,
I can
however.
engage in as much weirdness as I want. I promise
How
not
is
to
this
leave any
conversation-
permanent marks.
What? Go away, Flix. You are being very strange today.
But I promise they're the most comfortable rooms in the house.
Oh, I'm sure. That's certainly not in question, Barnaby.
All your rooms are ridiculously comfortable. Actually, you know what? I think I will grab a drink and a bite to eat before I retire for a little while.
Of course. We've got some night stew on the stove. Mostly venison.
What's night stew? I don't recall this.
He thinks. Well, it's a type of, I would say, perpetual stew we've got going on in the kitchen, and I hear it makes you quite sleepy after you've eaten your fill. It's primarily venison with a significant amount of rosemary and pepper.
Barnaby, have you noticed the lights flickering out in the last hour or so?
He looks around. Well, in fact, they've been quite stable. Why do you ask, Bonsai?
Well, when we were here last, they were flickering, and then we went to Lou's laboratory, and there were a bunch of demons in there, and we took out the demons and did some sort of magic to stabilize things, but it didn't seem like it would last long, so quite concerned.
Well, rest assured, my friend, my lights have been quite stable for the past hour. I thought I was going to go positively insane if they kept flickering like that.
What would you do if they just went out entirely?
He thinks. Well, we would be forced to go back to using candles, I suppose.
How would you all keep warm? Is there even enough fuel to do that?
And keeping warm, well, we would have to do it the traditional way. Of course, we wouldn't have such even heat like you have now. If you walk around this room, for example, you can be warm in pretty much every single place that you stand. But if we only had, well, to use fire, we would probably set up more chairs around the fireplace over there, and more around the central heating unit here. But otherwise, the chairs near the doors would be quite cold constantly, and especially the upstairs. It would require, in addition, significantly more wood. And I'm a bit short-staffed. Luckily, all of the nice trappings of Borealis allow us to work a bit more efficiently.
It's good that the town can be efficient now, but just be aware that all of that resource that you're coming in with, all this power and whatever that is, that it might be coming from demons, and it might need to stop at some point, so just be ready.
Barnaby blinks. Demons? Well, that's preposterous. What? Isn't everything in Borealis powered by the geothermic rift? The lava, that runs underneath the ground?
Oh, yes,
Bonsai is
that's
kind
what
of
I'm talking
conflating
about.
some things.
Should I be concerned? I just remodeled this tavern. I would hate for anything to come of it. He rubs the cup that he has in his hands very nervously, over polishing it.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
But if there are truly demons that dwell underneath Borealis, then, well, with you all here, we should be just fine, yes?
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe we need adventurers to stay behind to protect Borealis.
But Barnaby, do we look the same as we looked the last time we came in this tavern of yours a few hours ago?
Do you all look the same as you did this morning? Forgive me, I'm a bit confused.
Well, yes, you're saying that we could take care of these demons that are coming, but if you take a look at us, like, my branches are broken, and Flix is bleeding out from all over the place from who knows what. Kashba and Rain also don't look too good. And of everyone I've seen, this is the strongest group of people that you have in Borealis, and we just dealt with a small bit of demon influence.
He gulps and sets his cup down. My dear boy, I don't want anything to happen to this fair city. There are so many good and kind people here that just want to make an honest living. And here, at least in my tavern, I offer a bit of safety and respite for those who want to
And
get out of
food.
the cold.
And food.
Yes, it's coming, Akashima, it's coming.
Akashi goes back to pouting.
Excuse me. And if there are demons under Borealis, well, mind you, Bonsai, there are people, most of the people here are not adventurers like yourself. They are families. Men, women, young and old, who all have gotten together and want to just carve out a piece of Arctis for our own. And we utilize these naturally occurring lava tubes under the ground to keep our buildings warm at night. The Arctic cold here, untempered, would freeze you solid in under an hour. And so,
Yes, I can see that, and that's very important to be aware that could all stop at any moment, and everyone needs to be ready and have a plan for what you do so you don't freeze in under an hour.
and what is the plan, Bonsai? What will you tell the mother and her small child who cannot leave Borealis, who would potentially freeze to death in their homes without the heat from the geothermic rift?
I don't know if I'm the one to tell them anything, but other than be aware and be careful.
Well,
Otherwise, if she dies, she dies.
Barnaby gives you an even look. Back to Rain.
Rain just kind of has like a shock look on her face.
That's pretty bleak. We have a responsibility to protect those that are weaker and stupider than ourselves.
Yeah, we are big heroes. That's what we do.
I mean, we did that a lot for your previous form until such time as everything caught up with them.
Well, I saw some of Rain's notes, and yes, you've all done admirable actions, but I just get the sense that there's something bigger that is not being slowed down, is not being prevented.
Of course, but you need to do it all. You don't get to say, oh, this thing is most important, so fuck everything else.
maybe this isn't exactly the correct conversation to be having in a busy bar. Don't want to cause an undue panic. Suffice it to say, Barnaby, some of the things that we dealt with the last time we were here are not completely resolved.
A leonin or cat-headed person places a large plate of steak and eggs in front of Akashaba.
Oh, thank you so much. I was not literally, but figuratively dying. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
I am literally dying, though. Can someone please bring me some, I don't know, meat tidbits, delicious meat tidbits and some sort of sauce and some steamed rice and some sort of hot liquor.
I'll
Mold
bring you
something
some
or other.
Night
Yes,
stew.
please.
Yes.
That's... Oh, yes, we can do that. That's fine. Certainly. Night stew that's been boiling forever. That's probably exciting. It's exciting, right, Rain? Rain, eating food that's been boiling forever is exciting? I think it's exciting.
I think it technically checks off all the boxes that you listed, Flix. Meat tidbits in a sauce. Hot.
I'm a little woozy, so I can't decide if I've made a good decision or not.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Barnaby goes to help the other patrons after that rather bleak conversation with Bonsai.
So, Bonsai, just so you're aware, we were asked by the rulers of Borealis, not really rulers of Borealis, the fairy court from, I don't know, whatever, the royalty around these parts, to not really go about talking about the whole demon thing too much.
Oh.
Specifically
why is
not
that?
to panic people.
Ah.
Because
Oh yeah, panic is bad, but I can address any panic that anyone is feeling.
really, you can address the panic of, a rumor mill about demons going to destroy their entire way of life.
Well, that's not a rumor, but there's still things that everyone can do and pieces that everyone can play in the overall life and survival of Arctis.
Mm-hmm.
And that should be enough to keep people going, shouldn't it?
I don't think you quite understand how people work, in general.
Oh no, I know I don't. That is correct.
Yeah, no. People tend to be panicky animals and do kind of crazy things when you threaten their way of life. But more specifically, the people who are specifically responsible for trying to solve these problems asked us to not speak about these things, while we did our, damnedest to make sure that those things don't happen in the first place. They are presumably already working on contingency plans, not really sure. Can't be in everywhere at once.
Oh, why didn't you say so earlier? Should we go talk to those individuals and see if they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Well, you kind of didn't ask, and we could, but I don't think most of them are actually here. In fact, I believe they're in Auralia, right? The Light Fae?
Yes.
Yeah. That's where we're going.
That's where we're headed eventually, but they're the ones who are generally responsible for this. They're not... This problem isn't just in Borealis, you understand. It's
Yes, I'm
everywhere.
gathering that. It's very problematic, and we should be doing something, but I also understand that we need to balance R&R with...
We are
Adventuring?
doing something, Bonsai.
Oh,
We-
I'm going to do something. Flix, can you give me key to room, or do you want to come as well?
Apparently you
Oh,
have
just
your
leave
own
the
room,
door unlocked
Akashaba.
for me. I'll join you.
Yeah, but just because we have our own rooms does not mean Flix and I don't want to cuddle.
Oh, well. Great.
Right, Flix? He looks at Flix.
What? I'm sorry. I'm woozy a little bit. He sort of curls up on the bar like a cat.
Oh, okay. Well, I will just come get key, and yeah, it's fine. You can get more keys from Barnaby. Akashaba reaches over and just, takes the key from Catflix, and...
Flix just sort of vaguely puts it up into the air for you to grab.
Alright, well, friends, you are having, if I'm being honest, somewhat boring conversation, and I have eaten, so now next step is just to take a nap. So I will go to do this, and then airship shopping we go.
Alright, have a good night, Akashaba.
Enjoy.
He waves to this Goliath and whatever else this thing is.
Kashiba. Kashiba, you are in a small room. The stables are to the north. There is a "Do not enter" sign on the door to the east. It says employees only.
Oh, maybe I'm lost. Hello again. Sorry, remodeled tavern since last time I was here. Just a little confused. Mind you that Akashba still, even though they like licked his snout, probably has like bits of eggs and steak in it. Alright.
Kashiba, as you go upstairs and turn down the hall, there is a tiefling woman staring out the window in the hallway. Her reddish skin and curled back horns remind you a little bit of Shar, but her horns are solid, almost like a ram's, and her skin has a very almost like a rust-colored tone to it, and her hair is bright red, and almost a natural color.
Before I act, Akashima has slept in this tavern already once, right? Or no, he has not. He has not.
I'm not sure. At least not in the new one.
The airship. No, he got it from the airship. Yeah. And then he came to the tavern, and he was okay. So he doesn't know which room is his.
No, he does not.
Okay, so he turns the corner and immediately just blurts out, "Red Shar!"
She glances over.
Hey, never mind. He begins trying to put the key into this door to see if it opens.
That door is unlocked and opens immediately. This seems more like a common room. There are multiple beds crowded together. They're all very rumpled and look obviously used.
Oh, this is not Sorry, new tavern, trying to find way. He says as he just like tries to quickly move to the other room and open this door.
Have you tried looking at the key?
Oh, probably could have done that. And he takes a look down at the key.
It says 3 on it.
What does this door in front of Akashima say on it?
5.
Ah, damn it. Alright, well, sorry, maybe like a little tight fit here. And Akashima goes around her trying desperately not to like bump into her.
Excuse you.
That
door says 6.
Oh, this is... Oh, no. Sorry, I'm gonna try to get through here again.
Are you lost?
No, I'm looking for a room number 3. That is my room.
She points down this way. Down that way.
Oh, thank you. And again, he like presses himself to the wall, trying to be as like thin and small as possible.
She watches you go. You feel her eyes on your back, Akashima. That door says 1.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, thanks again for the help.
She chuckles under her breath. That door says 3.
Whoa, got him, boy.
Nailed it.
Meanwhile,
gets in and sighs, and I've got to learn how to talk to women.
Meanwhile, at the lower floor of the tavern, Barnaby is having a quiet conversation with Irvi.
So, Bonsai.
Yes?
You are new to this whole thing, and you're just kind of learning at pace of the situation that we find ourselves in. What do you think we should do?
Well, it sounds like we're doing everything appropriately. I was very wrong a few hours ago, and I totally understand the balance of rest and work. So I think next we should rest and get our strength back. From what you all keep talking about, it sounds like these airships are very useful and will get us where we need to go, but I'm torn. I don't know if we should investigate the issues here with the geothermic rift that keeps spewing demons, or if we should go to Aurelia like you were talking about.
I will admit to having some thoughts of spending our time chasing down demons, I suppose.
Well, I don't think we should chase down demons unless it's Tiamat. They're just going to keep coming.
Right.
Yeah, just
Sure.
chase down Tiamat for it.
I do think
this is a what? Okay, so this is a good time to talk about things. So, do you like rain, Bonsai?
I'm sorry?
Flix raises his head sleepily.
Do you like rain? Not rain, this rain, rain the drops falling from the sky.
It is good for nature to make sure that there's weather cycles, and the water cycle is paramount to everything else that moves around.
Right. I should have presumed that you'd probably take things literally. Let's try this. Let's presume that you don't like rain. Let's call the raindrops demons, right? The rain comes from somewhere. The rain comes from the ocean. Water from the ocean goes up into the sky and comes down as rain. Now, to stop rain completely from happening, you'd have to kill the ocean.
I don't think that's entirely correct. Rain comes from water vapor from all sources.
But
So
we're using the analogy that in this particular case, a particular type of rain is coming from a particular body of water.
I do think bonsai is accurate, though. This is a rather tortured metaphor, Flix.
Well, come up with a better one. You're smart.
Well, you see, there's this demon, and this demon is creating other demons, and those demons are coming into our world, and we need to prevent that from happening. So we need to destroy
Right, so we close the door. I don't think it's an option for us to go through the door and kill the demon on the other side, because it's too
challenge is-
fucking big.
We're not in a house. We are on an open plain. You can't close every way that air gets in.
Well, you can, actually, when it comes to that sort of thing, or at least you can close the biggest door so that it's just a little trickle instead.
You all seem
Should I
very
use a
allergic
dam
to my
analogy?
idea of
Damming seems good.
stopping
I don't-
magic and getting rid of the ascended. Like, all of these ways are doors that are being opened. So unless we are willing to close every single one of those doors,
Right, but my point is that if
Keep
it's
talking
not
in-
that particular demon, another one will just step in and seize the power vacuum.
I
Right.
don't know that
don't know if I care
bonsai is
about
actually far off the mark here. We might need to do something drastic at some point.
You really think that we're going to step through and destroy an arc demon? What do you
Why
hope that
not?
will accomplish? I think that you're both delusional, and I think that the best that we can do is seal the cracks.
Perhaps we do both. Who knows? We'll see what happens. In the
I'm
meantime,
open to this idea, Flix, but we need to make sure we understand where the cracks are coming from, every single crack that currently exists, and how we would close them all, and keep them closed.
Rain, the two people that at least seemed to know the most about the rifts when you were dealing with Vanix was Thorn and Manaflow and Pekka.
Yeah. Speaking of doors, there's one door in particular that we might deal with sooner rather than later, and I think it might be one that's worth spending some time on, even if it takes us out of our immediate way of getting to the Ice Library. I know that Thorn and Pekko have been working on things, but Vanix, an aspect of Tiamat, is partially lodged in one of these doorways. Still. Now that might be a demon worth chasing down.
And Rain, the way that Vanix is kind of trapped in one of those doorways kind of reminds you of, if you push on a fabric or even like something stretchy and it starts like getting thinner and thinner and thinner at its most stretched out point. Like Vanix at least his essence and that seed was planted at that thinnest point between worlds, but that fabric that divides the realities is still very thick and strong. Well, supposedly. There are not a constant flow of demons, and it does require significant effort for them to get here. Significant amounts of power, as evidenced by Victoria's gathering of blood and body parts for utilizing in blood magic.
Mm-hmm. And Rain's horrible, terrible, no good evening of tortured sleep begs to differ.
Oh, and also in the case of Vanix, that rift was slightly different. Instead of the door being created by Victoria, making something in like a pocket realm, the way Vanix and the Moon Sage's tower, that is like the rift, the wall between the material plane and the dreaming. So it is like another place where that wall is thin, but in a very different way.
Well, there's specifically a rift that Peko is keeping closed.
Yes.
To the best of her ability. Is that the first one, or is that the second one?
Peko is currently keeping the second one closed, to the best of her ability.
Okay, so she's actually keeping the actual dreaming rift closed.
Yes.
Okay.
Christina, does your universe use the classic Dungeons and Dragons war in hell between demons and devils, that sort of thing?
You mean like devils and fiends, or like the courts, like the hierarchy of demons?
A little bit of column B, like the devils hate demons, and most of their energies are fighting each other, and everything else is kind of like jaunt.
Yes, I do use that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you'd like to know more about that.
It was 12 enough for Flix to know about that.
At the very least,
on an Arcana check.
From what you know as Fae, devils and demons get along about as well as Seelie and Unseelie, but are very similar. That is really your extent of knowledge about the wars between devils and demons and their hierarchy.
Got it. Okay.
You don't pay attention to that stuff. That's boring. But you're a duke. That's the only hierarchy that counts.
I mean, yes, it's boring, but Flix is now plugged into the torrent of knowledge that flows through the multiverse and gets a trickle of it now and then.
Sometimes. But not with a 12.
And not with a goddamn 12. All right.
You can all continue your demon
I think that's
debate.
enough. I think that's enough for Flix to say. Anyway, the point is that if you make it inconvenient for them, they probably won't come back. They're probably too busy plotting against one another. It's the same thing with Seelie and Unseelie, for that matter. Which is honestly surprising that you and I get along so well, Rain, on that note.
Well, I mean, Flix, you do know that Queen Selene has been trying for some time to broker peace between the Twilight Court and the Dawn Court, yes?
You realize that the Dawn Court is full of wild egotists. They try to do the good and light thing generally, but they're a horribly flawed lot.
Your patron is a part of the Dawn Court.
Oh, he knows. I'm no cleric. I don't owe my patron any piety, you know?
That's true. You have no piety, just awareness.
I don't know. I'd rather like the few that I've met.
Oh, no, there's plenty of absolutely lovely beings in that court. Wonderful, wonderful beings. I'm just saying that they get distracted, they get self-involved, they get busy with pretty things instead of important things. Do you see what I mean?
Well, for what it's worth, there are plenty of shitters in the Twilight Court as well. I've killed a few.
I know, and they tend to be less into painting and more into torture. That's rather the problem.
Sure.
Or maybe
yes.
painting with blood? I suppose it has to be suitably romantic in some way. They are still Fae, after all.
Bonsai, make me a history check.
God.
And of course, Flix might be completely wrong about all of this. He's interacted with very few Unseelie Fae. It's all like propaganda, you know?
Yeah.
There's the only thing, Bonsai, that vaguely crosses your mind in regards to the Fae are, You remember being fond of mushroom circles. But that's it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't know that not so much into blood. The Twilight Court royalty, nobility, that's the right word. They really like their rules, oddly enough. Specifically the rules that keep them in power.
Anything you'd like to add to that, Flix?
Is Flick just passed out in his soup?
Just drowning in his soup.
Yeah, he's nibbling his soup. Well, is it really about power or is it about pleasure?
Oh, no,
I thought
it's
that
about
was the whole
power.
thing.
It's certainly about power, Flix.
And that also, the Twilight Court was not above even leaving the powerful courts of Maginox, just because they sense that their powers and even their ability to enter the dreaming would be abused. So they lost a lot of potential allies by leaving Maginox and going off on their own.
I will say, you probably would really like Queen Celine, Flix. I think you would both get along famously.
Oh, you think so?
I
I find that a great many people love me, but those that don't generally really don't.
She's rather forward-thinking, in my experience. My limited experience.
Isn't she the one that has the sworn bodyguards that need to undergo that Iron Maiden ritual, though? He picks up the giant goblet of mulled wine and inhales it deeply. He puts his, whole face in the steam and just kind of, You know when people are sick, sometimes they use those bowls of steam in order to clear their sinuses? Yeah, he's like that in his mulled wine and just sighs contentedly and then picks the entire giant goblet up and just kind of guzzles it.
Yes. She is. You know I summoned an Iron Maiden, right?
Right, isn't that part of your whole
Please
orders thing?
mansplain Blade singing to Rain. Please.
I'm so excited for this. Yes, it is kind of is my whole thing, yes.
There seems to be a number of spikes and pain involved in that transformation.
Ooh, well, there's certainly a ritual involved.
I'm just saying that the equivalent in our court would probably involve flowers and perfume and glorious harp music or something.
The blood is an important aspect of it. It binds us in a way that most Fae are not usually bound.
Oh, and blood is powerful, everyone knows that. I'm just saying there could be fewer spikes involved, that's all.
Perhaps.
Bonsai. Another brief memory crosses your mind. A Fae leading someone or some humanoid figure into a darkened wood. There's laughter and mirth in the in the air. But the person chasing the Fae goes from being amused to being terrified as they realize that they are becoming lost in the woods. And around them you hear the laughing of the Fae. A short time in Arborian life later, you remember looking down at that confused body, but now it's just a pile of bleached bones. The flesh already long eaten away by scavengers. Are the Fae truly kind and merciful and full of mirth? You remember them potentially being full of cruelty.
Sounds like they're being kind to the scavengers.
Look, beetles
Yeah.
gotta eat.
Bonsai's basically just like motionless, just absorbing what's going on. No leaning one way or the other.
Anyway, all I'm saying is that my patron is a real piece of work, but her similar spells simply wouldn't require that kind of sacrifice on the part of her acolytes. That's all.
Your patron?
Yes. I'm not actually sure who it is. We all
Are they,
make...
like your monarch?
No. No, I have a bargain for power that's much more direct.
Oh, that's where that's where your power comes from.
Some of it. Some of it's innate. Some of it's that. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. No discipline.
Oh, you are just a little bundle of crazy, aren't you?
I'm
Full of surprises.
extremely sane. Painfully so sometimes.
Your patron is not wont to reveal her true name to you, but you have referred to her as the Hextress before.
The important thing is that we each get something out of the deal. There's
Well,
very little in the way of strings.
Is she a fae?
Probably.
Flix, whether or not you would want to answer that truthfully, you do know she is a Sealy Fae.
Oh, yes, certainly. A member of the Arc Court.
Oh. Well. I don't really know what to do with that, but that's fascinating.
Well, remember I told you I was sent here as an agent, right?
By her?
Well,
Or by your court?
by that court. In exchange for not demanding of me ascension.
Oh. So they want to conquer Arctis.
Well, some of them do. Some of them rather want to open the way. There's a lot of magic here, you know.
Do those Sealy Court Fae, whatever you call them, do they consort with Tiamat and the demons?
No. No, they are powers unto themselves of equal might. Simply different. And
Could we get
far
them as
less
allies?
malignant.
Could we entreat with them to help us make sure that the demons are bored when they show up so they never come back?
Oh, I shouldn't think so. I haven't been doing my job.
Well,
Remember, the way they see it is that there's a whole lot of magic here that's being denied the rest of the world. They see it as selfish.
Well, interestingly enough, that is actually part of the bargain that Aris is going to make to Queen Celine to restore the Twilight Court here in Polaris.
Oh. Well, if they find out that the Unseelie are being offered that deal and they're not, they're going to blow their tops.
Should be rather interesting.
I mean, there are Sealy Fae here. They're just not on the same level.
Well, there's a whole separate court here. Well, there's so many courts anyway.
True. Some are greater than others, though, and span of domain does matter.
Like those adorable autumn fae. Oh my gosh.
I rather like them.
They're
They're moody,
the
charmingly
absolutely-
so.
But the most lovely bakers.
Did you say the most lovely bagels? What?
Bakers. They bake lovely baked goods.
Oh. Oh, I thought they were mostly wore black and wrote poetry. Are we thinking about different fae?
Perhaps. Perhaps different courts. The ones
Anyway.
I know really liked baked goods and would just bake for you all day long. It was like a thing. They come on some ambassador mission and they just sit around in the kitchens and bake for you all day.
Really?
Yes.
Why don't
Consider
we
me
have one?
sold.
That's their love language, I suppose.
We should make very good friends with one and have them take up residence on the ship.
Well, they're kind of nomadic, so you kind of have to track them down.
The ship is nomadic.
Unless they show up. Well, but we don't go to Zadia.
We could.
We could. That's true.
And baked goods are a perfect reason to go anywhere.
We could also just try to lure Paprika.
Oh, Rain,
to
Rain,
our ship
Rain,
instead.
Rain. I need a cinnamon roll.
A proper face cinnamon roll.
Indeed. One of the gooey ones. Just the middle bit.
Well, perhaps we can make the request. Maybe Celine can track one down when she sends her delegation.
That would be delightful. Maybe I should try to make contact with the Summer Court.
Perhaps maybe you shouldn't until we have the Maginox situation a little bit more under control.
I
would
do
hate for
so
anything
hope that they
to-
don't rescind the bargain.
There's a bargain? Oh, your pact bargain. Yes.
No, not that one. That one's more the... Oh, you are back now. You have to take the throne, wear a crown, issue edicts and such. That one.
Oh, that one. Yes, that would be terrible. Maybe just don't go back.
I've been
just
trying not to
issue an
go
edict?
back for weeks now. It's going great.
You'll have to drop your
Flix.
title though, Flix. You'll just be Flix Cats.
Can't you just issue an edict that there's no more kings and then be done with it?
Well, I'd have to be Summer King first, wouldn't I?
Well, yes, but then just have that be your first edict, and then all goes as you wish.
Well, no, you see, I'm already wearing the shackles at that point. It doesn't work that way.
Well, Flix, you'll always be a duke in my heart.
Oh, well, thank you, Rain. Don't worry. I plan to continue evading my responsibilities for the rest of my existence.
I'm happy to help you do so.
And I do so appreciate
those
it.
responsibilities specifically. You have other responsibilities like saving the world and all that.
Only
That
the
I
responsibilities
can
that
help
I gleefully choose for my own amusement. Anyway, none of that will have any bearing on the court that we're going to. I don't have any status there. Duke or not.
with. Well, I think Eris was working on something with Catherine and Alara, actually. Perhaps some kind of invitation to one of their grand galas.
Oh, we can go as a guest. I'm just saying that because I abdicated my responsibilities in the south, they won't recognize my rank, so we can't throw it around.
Ah, understood. Well, by the time we go there, I imagine there will be some kind of new leadership situation in Maginox, so maybe we can lean into that. I'm not a politician, so that's not really ever been my strength. Why is Bonsai getting humped by this bird?
I don't know. He's pathing. There's no
Oh.
collision. Oh, excuse me.
Are you drunk?
Hey, I have branches.
That's my tree friend.
Oh,
You can't perch there. What are you doing?
you can't park your plant here.
Come here and cuddle me.
Hey, I
Come here. Come here. If you don't come here, you're a bastard. You're a bastard.
I go in random directions.
I've noticed. You're offensive. You pigeon.
I'm on the table.
And on that note, perhaps it's time for you both to go to bed.
Oh. Well, actually, I am out of wine and out of stew, and there's a drunken pigeon here, which is a good reason to leave.
And mostly out of blood at this point, based on your pallor.
I'm gonna make a nest of your twigs.
Oh, I think it's hitting on you, Bonsai.
That's okay.
You should try it. See what happens.
I'm just gonna. Well,
All right,
me,
I'm
ma'am.
leaving before you get any closer to me. You probably have mites.
Pardon,
Wait,
oh.
What?
Can I
this
just
is
have one of the
this is a
little
stable.
flowers?
Rain.
Yes, actually, if you eat it, you'll.
Rain, it's
you'll
a
feel much better.
fucking stable.
Oh, yeah. He plucks off a good berry from your branches. Give me, ooh.
No,
Flix yells at him from across the bar. Berries are about consent. You filthy yard bird.
He said
I
it
already
was.
gave it my consent.
He said
Oh,
it-
never mind then. Enjoy.
He gave
you
me
two.
5
He
cents.
screams, loudly next to these two, like over their table. Oh, pardon me. That tea looks lovely, though. I hope you enjoy it.
Your
Flix,
friend has
that's not the way, Flix. That's
your
not the
friend
way.
has really nice berries.
Oh.
Oh, hello, Koki. Oh, can I tend bar with you?
What?
Wait, why is there like a less nice bar here? What is this?
What do you mean less nice? This is the cozy area. Here, check it out.
It just looks so brown.
Also, why are you flying in from the back door? You could...
2 reasons. I'm drunk, and I also don't know where my room is.
Oh, well, if you want the room, you just gotta go back down to the south here, where... Oh, well, he's a gentleman.
All right, okay. And
That way,
I'll
and just go through that door. Up the stairs.
All right.
You-
I'm 10 feet up, but I'm running into your bar.
Yep.
All right. To the south, you said.
Yep,
He bonks into the window.
Go up the stairs.
Oh, your welcome mat is why is your welcome mat a fish, Koki?
Why wouldn't it be a fish?
He flies back. Indignantly. Why would it be, though?
What? The various animals, because we're very animal friendly. I don't understand.
I can't cop up with this conversation.
The panther-headed Leonin woman is just watching Flix like a cat watching a fly buzz around the bar. Her head
I see
swiveling
you.
up and down.
Don't you think about it?
I'm considering it.
You should stop immediately. I'm tiny but powerful. And tipsy. I'm leaving.
Goodbye. Who are they? Well, one of them's Flix. The other one kind of looked familiar, but had some tree thing going on.
Oh, this room has a lot of beds. Is this our room? Like, the door opened.
That is a common room where it seems like the cheapest beds are being held.
I don't
Many
think
of
this
them
is
are-
our...
Many of them are
bonsai.
rental.
Bon,
There
this is
is
not our room.
there is a sign on the
Fine.
door.
What's the sign say?
It says it's 0 and it says common rooms.
What an
Yeah, Bonsai just
unfortunate...
goes in.
It's such a rude thing to say about a room. He uses prestidigitation so that the sign says uncommon room and has like little flourishes next to it. Like a lot of them, like way too many flourishes. Bonsai, you can't sleep here. Come on.
Oh,
This
it's
is-
fine. I don't really sleep, but I will rest here. And he just
No, but this
tree
isn't your room. This is for other
Tree
people. You're...
poses.
What's Bonsai doing?
he's just closing his eyes and just
No. Come on. He like pushes you. Come on. We have to find our room.
Why? Why does it matter?
Well, because other people want to sleep here and they won't want an ambulatory shrub interrupting their rest.
I think I make the room look nicer. I'll
You
make the rest better.
make every room look nicer. That's not the point.
See, I feel bad that I might have maybe made some people afraid in what we were talking about before, but if I stand here right in the center, anyone that sleeps around me will have nice, fearless dreams.
Oh. But what about my dreams?
Well, you can stay here too.
Oh.
It's the common room.
Well, it's the uncommon room now, but also these beds are not sufficiently luxurious. But Rain no doubt hears our drunken rambling.
I don't know. Rain is
You
possessed,
fix that.
apparently.
Sorry, Rain.
Pour some gold on them.
I
and
put
they'll
you on
be
the trigger.
fancy.
Oh, come on. He pushes you again. Let's go. I want you to make my dreams awesome.
Okay. And you clearly don't
I-
want to stay here. I
No.
understand.
I demand deluxe accommodations.
Wait, why are you in the common rooms, Flix?
There, he slams the door and shows you the sign. They're the uncommon rooms, Rain.
Okay. Well,
Do you see how embellished that is? There's lots of swirls. that means they're good. But not good enough for me. Where's our room?
Do
The
you have your
rust-skinned
key?
tiefling is standing by the window, looking out at the snow.
Oh, hi, you're cute. Not as cute as Catherine, but then who is? But you're very cute.
Flix, you can't just say that to a random woman standing in a hallway.
Can, and I did. Please meet Bonsai. Bonsai doesn't appear to have gender, but they're also very attractive. Perhaps you two should smooch.
Flix, honestly.
Amazing.
What?
I don't consent to that, but if she'd like a berry, I will give her a berry.
Oh, consent's very important. Consensual berries are most important.
I apologize for my very loud, very small, very fuzzy friend.
Her eyebrows are furrowed, her mouth agape.
Would you
What?
like consensual berries?
Her hand, like, slowly curls into a fist. I'm gonna need you to back up.
No, I'm already 10 feet up. How much higher do you need me to be?
She narrows her eyes at you. I don't want to
Where's
be
our-
eating any man's berries today.
Bonsai is genderless. I just said they're like a shrub or a tree or something. And
Flix.
the berries are delicious. What?
Let's get you to bed.
Yes.
Yes, come
This
come on.
ungrateful person is not accepting consensual berries. It wasn't some sort of come on. It was just you want some delicious magic berries, and she's mad about compliments
talk
and
about-
berries.
We'll talk about it in the morning and how that phrasing may be a little bit misleading.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What is our key? Say.
Yours says 1.
Flix, do you have your key from Barnaby?
Yes.
Can you
No,
pull it
I
out?
gave it to Akashaba. I don't remember
Oh.
what was written on it.
Okay. Well.
Is it this room? I'm gonna pick the lock on this room. Hang on.
No, Flix, you're drunk. You're too drunk for that. Nope, come on. Rain drags him along.
I totally am, but I still got a 15.
Flix, you drop your lockpicks on the ground.
No, Rain, I like lockpicks. I need them.
Bonsai, could you pick up his lockpicks, please?
I could probably mage hand those, but I don't want to. Can you stoop down and get them?
Come along, Flix. Can I tell which direction 1 is from here?
As you look around on the walls,
Is there signage?
there are
Thank you.
signage, and it says 1 through 4 that way.
Okay, perfect.
You should just tow me by my foot. This is fun.
That's what's happening. Actually, like probably by your tail at this point because you keep trying to like float backwards.
This door is labeled 1.
Okay.
Flix
Rain
bobs around over you like a balloon.
All right. Rain is going to continue carrying Flix.
Rain, I sense Akashaba through this wall here.
God damn, get out of the wall, Bonsai.
It's blind sight.
Rain is just going to like.
He's in your
gently put
walls.
Flix-
He's in your walls.
Rain is going to gently put Flix just on the pillow, like just like a cat, like right in the middle of the pillow to like do.
Yeah,
whatever.
you put him on the pillow, and then he like immediately like and laboriously like clambers over to the middle of the bed, and then spins and flops down on his back with his limbs spread to take as much room up as possible.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna leave this here. Rain puts her key down on the table. All right, Flix. Good night.
Good night. You'll be back in an hour. Okay, bye.
And Bonsai's gone. So there you are.
Bonsai, the spell fails. Akashaba's not willing. He is unconscious.
Aw. Okay. Oh, Akashaba's in there. I thought I would try to give him some good vibes for sleeping, but I don't know if it's working. Where did you deposit Flix?
Oh, Flix will be fine. I assure you.
Akashaba, make me a perception check. Akashaba, if you roll too high, you will wake up.
Oh no.
Akashaba, you turn over in your sleep, but remain asleep.
All right. Are you going to stay in here with Flix then, Bonsai? Do you not have your own key?
I never. No, I never took a key. I don't think I need one.
Great. Excellent. Okay, well, the key is there on the nightstand. You have a good night.
Oh, wait, Rain.
Yes.
Is the key to keep the demons out?
No, the key is to keep random voyeurs out.
Oh, but
Mm-hmm.
it seems like Flix would like that.
Or thieves. Consent is key even for Flix, if you recall, Bonsai.
Yes, you are correct.
Even when he's drunk, it's top of mind.
Good point. Okay, well, I will be here making sure that he doesn't have fearful dreams, and I will see you in 8 hours or so.
Perfect. I'll be downstairs.
I only need a short rest, he calls feebly from bed.
I'm confident after the amount that you have drank for your tiny form and how much blood loss you've sustained, you will have a long rest. Whether
Yeah,
you
he
intend to
literally
or
has
not.
blood that's more mold 1 than blood right now.
Yep. And Ranger's gonna go back down and we'll just trance in the the tavern area, find a chair and just read.
Sounds good. All right. I will need everyone to take a long rest, please. Your night in the new Borealis Tavern is peaceful. And, well, aside from Akashaba, dealing with some rather noisy neighbors, Rain spends her evening trancing in the bar, with Barnaby giving her, making sure her tea remains hot, regardless if she drinks it or not. Akashaba, your dreams are filled with pleasantries, and you sleep deeply and fitfully on a nice, comfortable mattress. Flix, you do not get a hangover, for there is more magic than blood that runs in your veins. However, you dream of a very brightly lit dawn. It's so bright it makes your eyes squint, and you see the parapets of a castle, a familiar one, with spires that stretch to the skies, looking like little rays of sun.
Oh, fuck.
Flix curses in his sleep. Bonsai, you rest as well, but Flix mumbles and murmurs and turns about as his dreams are more distressed this evening, as a familiar patron is now sending out her beckoning call. Flix's time may come sooner than later. One moment, please.
So you bring up the patron, she's got to have a conversation with you.
Oh, it was inevitable. We're going to another fake court. She's gonna want shit.
When as dawn begins to come up on another new day, the snow is coming down just a little bit harder. And it's blizzard-like conditions outside.
Ashba gets outside the room in big stretches. Oh, hello, Rain.
Oh, hi, Koshaba. I just was checking on Bonsai and Flix.
Have you seen there was a woman look like Red Shar in hallway?
Oh, yes, I'm confident that Flix sexually harassed her last night.
Oh, so rude.
Indeed, he might need to apologize.
I will have you know, when I walked by her, I went to great lengths not to make her uncomfortable.
Oh, well, that's I'm glad.
Akashima looks very proud.
I'm glad at least one of you can not make the first woman you run into in a hallway uncomfortable.
Well, I will teach Flix how to be gentlemen.
A excellent lesson that he sorely needs.
Oh, well, should we wake them up? We have to go get Airship now, yes?
Sure. They're right there in the corner, behind you.
Akashima throws up, hey, wake up! It's time to start day!
Oh, hi, Akashima.
Hello,
Wait.
Bonsai.
Oh no.
Flix fetches the silver flame longsword out of his bag and touches it, and it becomes suffused with shadow, and then he clips it to his belt and carefully
Rain.
puts away his rapier.
Yes, Bonsai.
I know you warned us about thieves, but someone came in and stole from us last night, it looks like.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, the whip is gone.
What whip?
The whip that you gave me to defend all of us against the giant swarms of insects and crazy elementals and demons.
Oh, the creepy one that melds with your flesh. That one.
Oh, yes. Well, it seems like it also melds with tree flesh.
No, I mean, you're still, you've got meaty bits, right? Or something
Yeah.
like it.
I kind of thought that's why you were drawn to it in the first place. It's interesting that maybe that was a subconscious thing.
Thought maybe it could just extend the reach and I wouldn't have to get close to enemies, but
You do know that that's a demon tongue, right?
and now it's inside my arm?
I mean, I don't know. Have you tried to materialize it? Preferably not while you're facing me.
Oh, no, I need to think about this. But thank you for clearing that mystery.
Well, I mean, it's made from a demon's tongue. Like, it's more than a demon's tongue now. Turns
The
out
vegan
demons-
biting into a
Wasn't it-
hamburger. Oh, why is this so good? Like, well, it's made of cows. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to think about this.
Was it a Tiamat demon tongue or like a different demon tongue?
It was the thing, actually, that came out of the geothermic rift. The shaman, Grana, she was trying to summon something she called the Master. Pretty confident that's not what came out, though. I don't think her summoning quite worked, and that's the thing that came out. We killed it and ripped out its tongue for future use, and, well, here you are. Future use.
Well, none of you are feeling any sort of influence from demon tongues in your arms, are you?
What? You ask so many strange questions, Bonsai. No,
It's not. It's not corrupted. I'm sure. I'm sure it's magicked the corruption away.
No,
You don't seem tainted to me.
What is corrupted, though, Flix, Duke of Cats, is how you treat women. I heard what you did.
What? I tried to arrange love for Bonsai. I think.
What?
Flix,
You
you
don't-
specifically said you specifically offered her to have one of Bonsai's berries.
Consensual. Yes, consensual berries. I remember.
Mhm.
You can't
Wait.
just say consensual and it makes it all okay.
You were
I mean,
you were
these-
rather insistent, though.
These berries, though, they heal, right? They are good berries.
Yes.
Okay. Flix and Akashima, I want you both to say out loud right now, please, would you like one of the consensual berries from my friend Bonsai?
I would
That's
literally...
basically. Isn't
No,
that
I would-
basically what I said?
No,
I said,
want
look,
you-
Bonsai is cute.
Flix,
You're cute. Would you
Flix,
like a berry?
No, Flix, I want you to say it out loud and think about how that could possibly be misconstrued.
Oh.
I would also just never say this. Why would I offer
Wait.
someone Bonsai's berries?
Say it
out
again.
loud.
Say it again.
No.
Would you like one of Bonsai's berries?
Would you like one of Bonsai's berries? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Seems fine. Would you like one of Akashiba's waffles? Yeah,
Nope.
seems good.
Nope.
I
Nope.
don't have... Well, I would not give away my waffle.
I'm sorry. Would you like one of Akashiba's consensual waffles?
No, you're missing the point, Flix.
What is a non-consensual waffle?
I don't know, but it sounds awful.
Pretend that Bonsai didn't have berries.
Well, then I wouldn't
Oh,
offer
yeah.
them.
No, but say it
It's
again.
not your
But
bear.
pretend Bonsai doesn't have, actual literal berries. What do you think that could possibly mean
Hello,
to
you're
somebody?
cute. Would you like one of Bonsai's actual, literal, not having bear? I'm really confused by what we're trying to accomplish here, Rain.
I'm saying
I'll
that
be
it
more
kind of
careful
sounded-
next time,
no,
though.
No, we're going to be clear here. It sounded like you were offering her one of Bonsai's testicles. That's what it sounded like.
But I said
Bonsai-
Bonsai is genderless. How can
Wait, does
Bonsai have
Bonsai even
testicles?
You
Does
notice
she know-
Akashiba kind of like wheels his head down like he's like trying to get a look?
Does she know? Did she know that about Bonsai? Did she know
I
that
said
Bonsai
it. I
had berries?
provided context.
A random drunken fairy randomly zipping
I
around a
wasn't
hallway,
drunk. I was.
quite drunk.
I
You're right.
was.
You were excessively drunk. Exactly.
I was mildly inebriated.
substantially inebriated. Anyway,
I'm
I don't
also
think
very hungover.
I don't think we're going to really, get any further on this one. But good lesson. Good job, Akashiba.
Yeah, no, I told him he'll do better in the future.
I don't even know what.
Akashiba looks back from the doorway. You need to be gentleman Flix like me.
What? Oh, this is insufferable. Bonsai just seemed lonely, and there was somebody standing alone in a hallway, and I thought I was being nice, but apparently I wasn't. So I'll do better next time. I apologize. Is that...
That's all, Flix. Rather than get testy and make arguments, maybe just say I do better and in moments like these.
But I didn't... But I feel like all the
seem
criticisms
lonely.
that I got... What? Yes, you seem lonely. You're very driven. Very career-oriented.
Well, it's to make sure that everyone else stays alive so that we aren't lonely.
No, what we need to do is we need to go to a small town where some lumberjack type can break you out of your career-loving ways. That's what we need to do.
A lumberjack? You mean a person employed to chop down trees?
Oh, well, when you put it that way, perhaps lumberjack is not what we should seek out, although...
Barnaby!
If they metaphorically laid you out, that could be stimulating.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you all got a good rest and you're feeling a little bit more chipper than the previous evening. The conversations were growing a bit dire and serious. So I hope
we
your
great
sleep was
rest.
refreshing.
Very great rest. We have to go get Airship, but could I get steak and eggs to go with big thing of milk?
Absolutely. Chasha. The Leonin woman turns.
You were going to bat at me yesterday. Don't you bat at anyone. It's ill manners. Oh, speaking of which, two things, Barnaby. I'm dreadfully hungover, so if you could deliver onto me salt and fat in copious quantities, that would be wonderful, preferably attached to some sort of meat that's been deep fried or in strips, like bacon. Just a lot of bacon is what I'm asking for, a considerable amount. Perhaps enough for me to just crawl into and disappear. And two,
Chasha, make that double serving of slab bacon this morning.
two, you have a guest, a tiefling woman, red skin, lovely. I offended her last night, and I would very much like to make it right. Now that I'm sober. Do you happen to know who
yes.
she is?
I've seen her, yes. I do believe she's having breakfast in the bar with Koki.
All right, Rain. I am going to go do the correct thing. Would you like to supervise to make sure I don't fuck it up after I eat a lot of bacon?
No,
I already
I will
fucked it up.
handle this. I will supervise.
Rain is the only one who can be trusted in this circumstance.
What?
Do I need to supervise?
I don't
No,
think so,
you
but
don't.
possibly. I clearly...
No.
Well,
Wait,
I
you want to
suppose-
supervise me being a gentleman? Is this what you want to do,
Yeah.
Akashiba?
Flix, come on. Let's make sure. Let's see if you pass Akashiba's gentleman training.
I'm gonna need a lot of bacon first, Akashiba.
I'm
Okay, yeah,
confident
we should
that this
probably-
cannot possibly go wrong.
We should probably eat first.
I don't want to supervise, but I might like to be present just to see how this goes.
This is very simple. He will just be very kind gentleman, and everything will be okay.
I'm
Isn't he
confident
already
that you're correct.
stalking? Isn't that bad?
It's not stalking. Flix understands he made a woman feel uncomfortable, and now he wants to make it up to her By being gentlemen, Bonsai. That's just good manners.
No. By apologizing, and that is true. That is a very good thing to go apologize when you've been an ass.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you don't belabor the point and overstay your welcome.
No,
and you are
we would
genuinely
never-
apologetic.
Very sorry, quick apology, and then come back and go get Airship. It's so simple. Akashima digs into his food.
Thick slabs of bacon are still sizzling on your plate, as well as still trembling sunny-side up eggs. There's also a very fat piece of salmon on the top, with its skin extra crispy.
Oh, I love the crispy salmon skin. This is such a nice touch, Barley. You all do such wonderful magic here. Wish that I could live here forever.
Well, thank you. We were able to upgrade our stoves a little bit, and now that I've got Chasha on board, she's a whiz with seafood. So we've started to mix a lot of salmon into our plates. It's coming from the rivers.
Oh yeah, Chasha is very good. Definitely like this hire.
She has been a delight.
Akashima finishes up his food probably far faster than Flix. Are you
Oh,
ready?
no. Flix eats like a goddamn marine.
Okay. All right, it's time now.
Normally he would savor things, but he's just trying to kill a hangover as soon as possible.
You said Barnaby?
Oh, yes,
Barnaby?
it's just... Go past the stairs where you went upstairs to go to your rooms, and just keep going to the east.
All right, come on, Flix. Let's go handle this. We will be right back, man.
All right. We should probably all apologize. He was sort of part of it. There, Bonsai. An unwilling participant. I should have gotten your consent first, actually. My apologies.
No,
If you don't want me to interfere with your... Actually, that's the first apology that I should make. Bonsai, I was trying to do you a kindness, and in doing so, I allowed my own desire to overrule the desire of those around me, and it was wrong. And I apologize. I thought you were lonely, so I tried to make things happen for you. I should have asked first.
Interesting.
No, Bonsai, you want to come with us? You are not quite good with people either, so maybe this would be helpful.
What makes you feel like I'm not good with people?
You really upset Barnaby and like locals. We just need to work on your demeanor.
You did literally say that you don't really know how people work, so Koshima does have a bit of a point.
Well, it's a little bit different, but okay. You need me tested as well to join you in this crew?
No, I think they're just saying it might be good observation.
Yeah.
We're
going to teach you how to...
That's not how that will work, but I will go along with it.
We are going to teach you good conversation techniques.
Is this...
Flix, what are you doing? This is for your benefit.
I would love to move, but I can't.
Oh yeah, game's a little wonky. Moving! Oh, hello. Excuse me, everyone. Just gonna get right on through here. Hey, Flam.
Wait, why am I missing hit points? What's happening here? I did not take any injuries.
Hello, Red Shar. You probably have a name. Hello,
Yeah,
what's his
weird.
name?
Hold on, let me fix Flix. I don't know why he is
Hero's
missing hit
Feast and
points.
then lost the Hero's Feast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
That's definitely
God.
it. I'm
What-
sorry.
What is happening to my tiny cat body?
God has reached down and has slapped your heart around a little bit. Your vision swims.
Hey, Christina, is there a way to make the Silver Flame Longsword my hex weapon? Normally I would do that in D&D Beyond, and I can't.
Yeah, I can make that your hex weapon. That's fine.
So my crossbow is the one that I summon, and this one is the one that I touch.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. I will fix that for later.
Perfect.
Kashyap, as you round the tavern and go into the bar to the east, you see the rust-skinned tiefling woman sitting at the bar enjoying what appears to be some oatmeal with some berries in it. She jams her spoon into the gruel and glances up as you approach. She gives you a faint smile, Akashaba, but then her eyes kind of shift aside to Flix fluttering behind you. And her frown deepens. And then she blinks and looks back to you. Oh, good morning.
Oh, hello. Good morning. I don't think last night I caught your name. I am Akashaba. It is good to meet you.
My name's Vitara. It's Vitara Pix. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, it's a very lovely name. Last night I go to bed, I get nice sleep, have great dreams, and I wake up and I hear my friends were maybe unfortunately misunderstood, come off a bit rude, and so we talk and we think, oh, it's very important we apologize to Vitara Pix, so that's probably what's gonna happen here. Flix, Bonsai, can you come over here?
Are you his front man?
Oh, well, funny thing. I'm trying to teach him how to be gentleman.
How dare you?
Okay. Floor is yours here, Flix.
May I approach you, Vitara Pix?
Vitara, clunks the back of the spoon against the table in thought and, scratches her chin. Her eyes are narrowing. It's hard to read her expression, but it might be slight annoyance. Proceed?
He sits on the stool next to her. It occurs to me that in my inebriation yesterday, I might have offered you consensual berries, which, at the time, seemed like
you offered me someone else's consensual berries, which I don't think you can do.
Right, that's exactly the problem. And I presumed upon Bonsai's generosity, because Bonsai is very eager to share their berries. They're literal berries that grow off of their branches, by the way. It wasn't a euphemism for anything genital. But I digress.
Well, actually, Flix, it is how my kind procreates. By the way.
Tap.
This is
Rain. Flix stops and turns on. What?
Well, what do you think berries are?
They're seeds.
You're trying to give everyone your
seeds.
Sex bits.
Okay,
It's
this
seeds.
is going south. This is okay.
Rain is dying.
No,
down
no,
the
no.
other side of the front
Wait.
right now.
Wait.
I think we
He
should
puts
go.
a hand back. You are constantly trying to feed other people your sex bits, Bonsai?
Okay.
Whoa,
but
whoa, you're
Akashima
conflating
looks
things
at
here.
Akashima looks at Vitara Pix and is just kind of helplessly shrugging. So that was Flix's apology. We are very sorry.
No, I'm not even Yes. I deeply apologize for prevailing upon you. I was in my inebriation. I thought I was doing a kindness. It wasn't, and I should have done better.
Flix, make me a dexterity save.
Sure. $17.
The spoon dips into the glob of oatmeal, and she flings a massive glob of oatmeal at your face. You duck enough for it to go splattering across the floor next to Flem. He glances down at it.
And you are not obligated to accept my apology. The apology is for you to take or not as you wish.
Akashima jumps
and-
back.
She jams the spoon into the oatmeal again. Mm-hmm.
And in that context, I'm going to leave now, but let it be known that
Yep,
I truly meant no offense, and I'm sorry if I injured you in any way. Truly.
As they retreat, Akashima turns around. I just gotta say, I have a friend who is like you but blue, and like her, you are very pretty. Okay, thank you. Bye. Good luck.
No, isn't not what we should be doing here,
Akashima,
Akashima.
make me a
That's
dex
exactly what I got in trouble for last night.
save. Akashima, make me a dex saving throw.
I rolled if the game chooses to. Game's lagging a bit.
As he passes Bonsai, honestly, foisting your little sex balls off on people. How
Akashima, you
dare
get
you?
a massive glob of sticky oatmeal right to the ear.
I thought
Just-
complimenting was a gentlemanly thing to do. He says zero.
No, I learned that last night. That's the entire point. Unless the
regroup elsewhere. Let's go. Airship.
compliments are sought, then they are not consensual compliments and therefore not gentlemanly. That's what I learned last night. That's the whole
You're
point.
supposed to ask me. I compliment you. Let's get out of here.
Hey, no throwing food.
He deserved it.
No, he did. That's fair.
Well, Korshipa did, but I didn't. Well, I mean, I did retroactively, so I suppose it's all right. I probably should have just taken the oatmeal.
Koki, more oatmeal, please.
Would you like to hurl oatmeal at me? I probably shouldn't have dodged, right?
Sheep. Make a dex save.
Nope, he doesn't. He bravely takes it. He crosses his arms and closes his eyes and leans into the oatmeal.
Just right to the face. Oh. Satisfying.
I thought it
Finally,
might
maybe
be.
that'll get him to shut up. She
Unlikely, but I hope we meet again in better circumstances in the future. Farewell.
She jams the spoon back into her oatmeal again and takes a big bite, chewing.
Flix appears bravely wearing his face full of oatmeal.
She got you, huh?
I took it.
Oh, well, I think we all learned a lot today. I don't know quite what, but we probably learned something, right? everybody?
Koki.
Yeah, hey, Rain.
Hey, here's a couple platinum. Whatever Vatara would like, please, get it for her.
Yeah, sure. Is this about the oatmeal tossing?
Well, I mean, certainly she needs to have her oatmeal replenished, and she should not be out of pocket for that, and other incidents in Rain just shrugs and kind of like mouths, "I'm so sorry," across the bar.
He's kind of like cringing a little bit, but he tosses the coins up and down in his hand.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll have a couple upgrades here. We'll give Vatara a nice room upgrade, and I'm sure it'll be fine. We just want to have everybody to have a real nice time on, the opening days of the new Borealis Tavern.
Yep. On us, please. Rain gives like 5 platinum to Koki.
Yeah, okay, great.
That's so much platinum.
It's so much platinum, but you guys, like, really?
I'll say she's the
Flix did
winner
all right.
of a giveaway.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Koki.
I got this. Hey, Miss Pix. Hey, guess what? Room number 6. Why, that's the lucky room. You win our grand opening celebration platinum giveaway. What? Do I get free oatmeal? No, you get.
He puts the bag on the table.
Free platinum! Well, to me.
Everybody in the bar claps. Yeah! Ooh, oh man, I wish I won. Everything seems very happy behind the door. What are you all doing?
I heard you. I was doing all right there, I thought.
Let's just go to the airships, Flix. We can put this whole sordid incident behind us.
Well, no, I thought I was doing the right thing. If I wasn't, then I still have things to learn.
You were doing the right thing, of course. It was a little bit of the execution didn't really stick the landing, Flix.
Oh, what was wrong with it?
Well, for starters, you kind of got distracted by a bonsai's berry situation.
His little sex bits, his little love spheres.
That's also, we are never having those berries again.
Let's go back to let's go look at airships. Esther has to be waiting for us. I hope she is.
All right, let's go. He expertly precipitates the oatmeal off of his face and tosses it into the snow. For the squirrels can have it. There are squirrels around, aren't there?
Makes me think. There was chance I met Red Shar that day instead of Blue Shar, and I gotta say, would have been very underwhelmed.
Akasha, but I don't think you should also refer to women as different colors of the same person.
I asked her name. This is not in front of her.
It's still, a little indicative of, how you view them, perhaps?
Look very similar.
I don't really think there's any maliciousness in Akashaba, but your point is well taken. Her name is Vitara. We should keep it in mind.
Victoria Pix. She's also like red, but kind of like Charlotte bread.
Maybe we just drop the whole Char bit because there are probably a lot of people.
You
who
want to
look like
drop
Char.
Char? I'm telling you who says this.
Akashaba.
Ugh.
Maybe you're not the gentleman that I thought.
Yeah, you are very clearly not gentleman either.
I am not.
Well, glad we established this. He says, clearly trying to stifle a very sophomore laugh. All right, airship time. Hello.
As you
Airship
all
time.
get back to the airship dock of Borealis, the snow has picked up a little bit, but the deckhands have been very busy keeping the airship runways clear. A fresh host of tourists are moving about through the main area, and familiar goblin faces are behind the desks, ready to check in. Travelers from all around Arctis.
Oh, so we're gonna get a prototype ship, right?
Yes, that's the idea, Flix.
Like one of the experimental ones?
Specifically, not one of the experimental ones.
One of the
apparently.
experimental ones, right?
Apparently, that's what specifically we are not allowed to take because they might explode or something.
Right, but that's the only reason we're not allowed to take it. Esther's one of the finest engineers anywhere in Borealis. She can figure it out.
Let's maybe just see what's on offer first and, decide which one we like the best, not which one is most likely to explode.
He claps merrily. Obviously one of the experimental ones.
Man, I don't
Don't
know
you wanna
why.
be-
I don't know why the client is so laggy today, and I apologize.
Don't you want to be on the cutting edge, Rain? On the avant-garde?
Yes, that's why we're going to take a prototype.
The Depeche Mode?
What? I don't know what that means.
Rain, do they all have ascended, made into gemstones powering them?
Oh no, Lucaris is coming with us, mostly because we have to keep Lucaris safe.
How do the rest of them operate?
Also with Borean shards, but Lucaris is different than a Borean shard. He's, a person.
Also one of the Ascended that's opening the portals to allow the demons in, right?
No, I don't know if he's technically considered unascended at this particular moment. His ascension ceremony was interrupted. Oh, that's a locked door, apparently. Oh, that's also a locked door, apparently.
Those are my friends. Those are my friends. Oh.
Are these turnstiles?
Yes, they are turnstile. Yep.
I love turnstiles! He uses his ring of telekinesis to, spin the turnstile like a roulette wheel.
You all have a free pass from Lou Nibblesworth. You're free to go in.
Oh my god, hold on. The lag is actually killing me.
After you. The gates are open.
I do love open gates. That's why I unlock things so often.
Welcome back to the Borealis Customs.
Oh,
Yes,
hello.
One of the most happening places in Borealis.
We don't have to stop at the customs agent, right? We're just
Oh,
going to
no.
look at Airship.
Yep, we get to go right through.
Perfect.
Lou said there was going to be somebody waiting for us.
Oh my god, why can't I not find the right vibe? Please. Hang on. How about...
Little bit of doo-doo. Oh
Got
boy.
some Mass
Yeah.
Effect vibes to it, sure, yeah.
I can't wait to show you some of the new prototypes. Some of them are exceptionally cool.
Some of the experimental prototypes?
I think I could probably show you some of the cool ones.
Excellent, I can't wait.
Oh,
He looks at Rin and mouths experimental, like very, very wide mouthed.
Yes, Flix. Whatever Esther is comfortable with.
hello and greetings, everyone. I am Doug, Airship salesman extraordinaire. And together with me and our dear friend Esther T. Tinkerwing, we are going to show you some of the models we have available today.
Sorry, what was name? Your name Dog?
That's
Doug.
Doug.
What up, Doug?
Not much.
I don't-
What's up with you?
I don't get it.
No, like you never. When I was young, my siblings would say, "What up, dog?"
But you're a bear.
Yeah, but we had dogs in the village. But he is Doug, but he kind of sounds like a dog, right?
But where did your dogs float?
No, it's like, what are they up to? It's like what is this word? It's like a localism, a colloquialism.
I do believe
Oh.
the term you're looking
How
for
many
is
fucking syllables was
colloquialism.
that? That was amazing, Akasha, but do it again.
What? No, it's just a colloquial. It's not a big deal.
I think it's a huge deal. This is great.
I know lots of big words.
Apparently, I didn't know that. It's fun
I
to
don't-
hear you say them.
I don't actually know many big words, to be honest.
Well,
I
we
only
should-
know that one because Bartholomew knew it. When Bartholomew found me, I asked him, "What up, dog?" And he asked me what that means, and I explained. He says, colloquialism."
Oh, colloquialism. All right, well, let's find a lot more very long words for you to say because that was fucking amazing.
All right. Sorry, Doug. Having a moment. Airships.
No, by all means, we are here for you today, here to give you the best deals on your local airships.
What
Yes,
up,
best
Doug?
deal, being free.
Did I do it right?
Yes, what is up, my, Doug?
Hey, now you are saying it. This is how culture spreads. Now is colloquialism in Borealis.
He's like
Are we-
silently like to himself, just like, I've heard this so many fucking times, I swear.
We have many models available today, and you can choose how you would like your exterior. And we'll talk a little bit about the various... Oh my god, Esther, we've abandoned Esther.
Which one is the fastest?
Doug, which one has maybe a little hot tub action going?
Which one's fastest with a hot tub and with quarters that are sealed away from the light? Which one is
So-
one that has a giant fire ring?
Maybe, just to frame things a little bit, Flix and Akashaba, maybe don't worry about the living quarters so much. Esther and I have a different idea for that.
Well, look,
We
this
have
one has a
plans.
giant harpoon on the front and a bunch of like a cage, a giant cage, and it are those arms? What is happening here? But look at the ring of fire.
Yes. Let me tell you a little bit about the Infernus model. The Infernus, well, has a built-in heating unit, which helps with the propulsion. If you want a fast one, this is gonna be your best bet. The furnace produces an insane amount of heat. But if you want to get moving, this baby really cooks. However, it leaves a massive trail across the sky. Impressive if you want to leave a mark.
Oh yeah, that won't work. We need to undertake clandestine activities far too often for that one to work.
What is clandestine?
Oh, just say it a lot.
All right.
This particular model is equipped with a animal transportation unit, which will allow for safe transport of any of your
We could transport
ones.
Akashaba safely.
Could we do it, but in a clandestine manner?
Right, and that one's not clandestine at all. You're already doing it. That was fantastic.
I will say word. If I say it enough, at some point I will get correct meaning.
It's true. I think you did great. That was fine. That was perfect.
All right. I will try this more.
All right, well, that one's right out because it leaves giant fuck off fire trails.
Oh, you didn't like the Infernus model?
I liked it very much. Unfortunately, I don't like signposts pointing to my ass, showing others where to find it so that they can kill it.
Very well. Well, the next one is one of our newer models. And
Oh, wait, no, this
first
is the
coined
food ship.
Yep, but we do have additional models very similar to it available. This particular one is not for sale, but is owned by the famous chef Paprika Kettleblack. And as you can see, people are already lined up to sample the latest of luxury food on the
What?
high
This one.
airs.
This one.
No,
This
no,
one.
no, no,
This one.
no.
This one.
It's unsuitable for clandestine activities. It smells like hot dogs.
Suitable for eating activities.
Flix, he just said that we're not taking Paprika's ship. It's just, this is one of the models.
Right.
Now, this
well,
particular one is built for comfort and holds a significant amount of people, all while using a very little amount of energy. It's slow,
it's made for
but
comfort.
it serves the purpose. It can hold a significant amount of weight, and its fireproofing is top-notch.
Fireproofing is interesting, but the slow bit is not.
We don't need to go places fast.
yes, we do.
Like
We need to
where?
go places fast and quietly.
There are also upgrades available, such as sub-zero containment units, which will keep things frozen for a perpetually long time. They're magically built
They have
into
so much
bottomless
space.
bag technology.
Oh, yes, because it's so difficult to find ice in Arctis.
What, you were gonna put it on ship? No, this is so good. We could have so much steak.
I think he started talking before I actually finished the pitch! But it's built with bottomless bag technology, so you can have infinite ice at your fingertips in the air.
Oh, what up, Doog? We heard that you liked ice, so we put ice in your ice.
Oh, this is so good. Oh, we gotta have such clandestine ice.
In fact, there are many kitchen available upgrades for the gourmand. We even have cauldron upgrades available.
What is gourmand?
Someone who loves food.
Oh, I am gourmand.
No, you're not. You are a glutton, and a delightful one.
It just says it means love food. I do love food.
You do love food. You are not particular about your food, though. Well, you're kind of particular about your
Very
food. Maybe you are a
particular.
gourmand.
I am a gourmand.
So what do you think of
Maybe
this
we should-
smorgasbord model?
I mean,
Maybe we
it's
should look at
great,
the
but I don't
next
think.
one.
Yeah, let's move on.
Do we
All
have
right.
to?
Only
Well,
for
there are
now. I
more
mean,
to
we're not
look at.
making a choice. We're just moving
But
on.
I feel like this is optimal pick. It has lots of comfort in kitchen and stuff for steaks. I lost so much weight in Imagine.
Oh, God. All right, hold on.
I want to use these little catwalks so bad.
You want to do your little turn on the catwalk?
I do.
They're
That's too
closed.
sexy for your sword. Too sexy for your sword. I don't know what rhymes with sword.
Bored?
That dragon's horde.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good. Maybe we should actually do a little write-up of that.
Oh, gourd.
Flix is a bard, after all.
Well, we have a few other models available for viewing. We can head up to, as I zoom out and lag out.
Oh, this
let's-
one is amazing. The one with the giant bladed rams on the front and... Oh, that's ours. Never mind.
We are going to go all the way to the northeast. The very furthest platform, and then we'll work our way down.
All right. Honestly, the Audacity looks pretty good from here.
You know, is that actually the canon Audacity? Because the Audacity looks actually very different.
That's a placeholder, Audacity.
Okay.
Our placeholder Audacity is dope. Do you see that ram? It's so
It
cool.
does. Maybe we just go with placeholder Audacity for the massive fucking pincer ram.
I don't know why my stream tracker.
Oh, this one looks fat. It looks like a fat and jolly little airship.
Yeah, we do have fat and jolly models if you are into that.
Well,
Looks
you
like
know,
we
I
would
don't
get taken down
discriminate.
by dragons very easily, and people might not like it when it's up in the sky.
All
Oh,
right.
this one looks like it hovers really well, though.
Now, this particular model is built for the studious one and comes with automatic scrolling scribers.
Boring.
What are that scrolling scribers? You're making up words.
Boring. It
Not
looks
a-
boring.
Not at all. This ship is built for the book lover and has numerous secret compartments
book
where you
lover.
can hide
Yeah.
your favorite things.
Let's get out of here, Flix. This is for book lovers.
Yeah, it's boring.
Its buoyancy and air bladder technology allows it for superior stabilization,
Dude,
which will
come
allow
on.
for...
Dude,
Huh?
we're not interested. Come on.
Oh.
It sounds like a lot of books.
We don't.
And I love reading, but airships are for adventuring, not for reading. You can read anywhere.
We don't have to have all of the book nonsense on it, right?
Then what
But
is
what
the
else?
point of it?
All right. Well, what does it do besides booking?
Well, it had its secret passages, available
Oh, I
lots of
do
places to hide things.
Oh, I do love a little smugly secret passage nonsense.
Storage, we call it, safe storage.
Ah, yes, of course. Very legal, clandestine storage.
Absolutely.
Not there.
God damn it.
Now, if you take a gander over to the east, you'll see our Arctis model, which we're going to be checking out next.
Oh, that one's very purple. Why is it steaming?
That's a part of the magic.
That's part of my magic. I'm steamy.
Who put the Dark Moon Fair on my ship?
The Arctis can be wildly customized and is incredibly good for navigating very violent weather storms and can handle not just thunderstorms, but firestorms, earth storms, and even arcana storms.
What the hell is an earth storm?
He lifts an eyebrow. I see you haven't been to Feronia.
Obviously not. What, do rocks fall upward or some nonsense?
He laughs. I hear it's real good fun until you crash. He makes some really strange dodging motions, pew, 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 but doesn't really expand further.
So would you say, Duke, that this is your most resilient and maneuverable option then, if it's very good in storms and has all manner of innate durability?
Well, not only that, but the runic technology allows for very distinct magical signatures to be channeled around the ship in stable manner. He starts rattling off some various arcana knowledge that you kind of vaguely understand. Something about stability and ley lines and
But it sounds suspiciously like a lot of bullshit.
no, it actually sounds suspiciously legit. Just how it itself has a powerful magical signature that can also repel other magical signatures.
Is he doing the salesman thing of he's reading off all the brand names of the proprietary technology, and Range just yep, I know, I understand what that means. Yep.
Yes, exactly. He's a lot of buzzwords. He doesn't understand them, but he's saying them correctly.
Esther, this seems rather promising. Yes? Where's Esther?
Oh, Esther is catching up because the map was lagging, so.
Akashba leans over. Rain, I have not seen a single place for delicious steak on this entire boat.
Koshba, I told you, don't worry about that. I will make sure you will have all the steak you could possibly eat.
Okay,
Esther
Yes, where are my
scratches her chin.
luxurious guest chambers?
I could definitely drive a runic. Yeah, this could work.
Okay, what about the things? What about the things you and I have discussed, Esther? Does that seem possible with a ship like this?
She nods. In fact, it seems
Oh,
to
look
be
at this
ideal
one.
for it.
This one has big fuck-off engines on it.
This one does have big fuck-off engines, though.
It got
This-
giant engines and plants. That's so strange.
No,
How incongruous.
Rain,
I was
just for this
expecting
one.
giant guns or some such.
Rain, we'd lose a little bit of deck space with this one, but we could expand on the whole space like we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
okay.
what do we really use a deck for anyway? Just putting guns on it, right?
Well, yes. Oh, it might be useful for fighting or as a staging ground for things, though.
We also, the deck is usually where people go to brood after arguments, so gotta take that into account.
Oh, there does seem like there's at least, what, 1, 2... Okay, there's like 3 brooding spots, whereas I will concede that the current Audacity has at least 5. See, that's a good point.
We keep
across
adding
that.
people to the ship. What if like 7 people want to brood at once?
That's fair, you know? We should definitely include that in the overall calculus, yes.
Nakashba nods smartly and then looks to Esther. Okay, Esther, so whatever ship we choose, I'm going to need some kind of a... No, hold on, I wrote this down. And he takes out a piece of paper. A geothermic bathtub. That fits at least 2.
She looks at Rain. Can we pencil that in?
Yep, that's fine. Mm-hmm. We'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Okay, at least 2 people.
Duke nods
Understood,
approvingly.
Akashima.
Like 1 bugbear, and I don't know, like, just as an example, maybe like tiefling. I don't know.
Gosh, but what if you can't decide between red and blue and you want both?
Oh yeah, better make it 3 persons.
I'm glad you like
okay.
the Arcanus model.
Rain is like feverishly scribbling notes.
So, Duke, what's your top-of-the-line do-it-all model? Are any of these dedicated warships, for example?
Well, if you're looking for something a little bit more, pew-pew and less zoo-zoo, have I got a deal for you?
Well, I mean,
That
not
was
so much a
very
deal. We're going to get the ship for free. We'll probably...
Did you hear how Doug rhymed everything? That was very talented, Doug.
Thank
Was
you.
that on purpose?
You're darn tootin' it was.
Oh. Did you rehearse it?
You're darn tootin' I don't. But anyway,
Everyone is darn tootin' around Doug. Maybe we should stop.
Is that another colloquialism?
Oh, it's farting. You don't know what tooting is.
Oh, of course.
Everybody toots.
Everybody toots. It's
Everybody's
so
walking
true,
away from
Akasha.
Doog. Doog's about to tell you about some, I don't know.
Sweet-ass warship and toots?
well, this one takes some of the aspects of the warship, such as the sturdiness and speed, and combines it into a carrying machine. Now, this bad boy is practical, safe, and can carry a heavy load, and is great for speedy operations where you've got fruits or vegetables that spoil.
Does it have afterburners?
He slaps reaches out, tries to slap the wing, can't because it's 15 feet away.
This bad boy's got so much torque on it.
Flix slaps it for him using Mage Hand.
Well, yeah, that's very satisfying. But yeah, this
It
can get
was.
you from A to B very fast.
All right. Here's the most important thing. Does it have an afterburner? And can I say, engage afterburners? And then the afterburner engages, and then we go really quickly.
Well, that all depends on the power source sold separately. But yeah,
Oh, our power source is adequate.
well, this
Our
thing
power
will...
source is quite good, yes.
It's not much going on down below except for all the, machinery. So this one is really not a sleeper. Not super comfortable if you want to be sleeping. Just get from point A to B real quick.
Oh. Well, that's not ideal.
Yep,
What a
all that stuff
disappointment.
that, keeps that thing burning hot and fast. You gotta keep that power somewhere.
I imagine also all of the weapons are sold separately, so really any of these could be a warship. Am I right, Doog? Esther?
You're absolutely right. In fact, I'm at war for some great value, so I'm gonna go over to Paprika's ship later.
Oh, hey.
Right, that was a little bit forced, but well done.
There's some
have you
great
heard about-
baskets. What about that basket full of purple naked hamsters? What's that all about?
What? And don't forget to check out Paprika's ship for the greatest. Oh God, how does the line go?
Duke.
What?
What are these purple hamster things? What is this?
What? They're for show. I don't know. I think they're made of wood. I don't even think they're real.
Why would you even do that? Why would you tempt me with bizarre naked purple hamsters and make them out of wood or wax or whatever this is?
Because they're model ships? I don't understand. I'm showing you the model. They're not actually full of real food.
I hate everything about that. He wage hands over one of these purple things.
It looks like a spiky eggplant.
Oh, I thought from a distance these looked like little naked hamsters. Well, I'm keeping this now.
What?
I was
No,
misled.
my faux, cact plant. You have to give that back.
Which one are we getting? Have we decided yet?
Well, there's one more to look at, right? Right here. This one looks very...
Please, sir,
looks
you
like a...
cannot steal the decorative elements out of the models.
All right, fine. He gently floats the
I like
eggplant
this
bag.
one. This would be like maybe like nice one to, I don't know, relax with like your favorite guy or gal.
This
Do you
one does
like
seem
peace?
comfy.
Do you like quiet? Do you like flying in the most luxurious and comfortable way possible?
Yes!
Well, this you don't want to sleep on, or do you?
I do!
Haha, that's what I thought. This is the Comfortus.
The comfort is! Oh my god, Rain,
Oh, it's
Rain,
like a
he's
giant
gesturing.
pillow.
He is gesturing at this like it is so obvious.
Plush
I'm very
pillows upon pillows provide the ultimate in airship comfort, and a built-in Borean shard barrier allows for optimal airflow resistance, allowing for your comfortable people on the deck to remain untousled by the Arctis winds.
Untousled.
Akashba, you can't really brood here, though. It's all just so
Why would
chipper
you
and
need to
upbeat.
with You would never need to brood with this ship. Look how comfortable it is.
This
And how
ship
would
is
it
also
withstand-
our quietest model. In fact, you could sleep your life away on it without
Oh my
hearing
goodness.
a peep. In fact, he tilts his head. Can you hear that?
No.
It's on right now, and you
Oh
actually
my
cannot hear
goodness.
it.
Oh, so it's very quiet.
It is using our pillow stealth technology.
Oh my goodness.
Well, those
Rain,
aren't
come on.
airbags. Those are just gigantic pillows, is what you're telling me.
Gigantic pillow.
Those are airbags full of fun. They're fun bags.
No,
Fun
no,
bag.
no, they are definitely not. That is.
Don't you want to try our fun bags?
I want to try fun
do.
bags and consensual berries.
Oh god.
Okay.
I don't know, Akashba. This feels like the airship we retire on more than, go to super dangerous.
And in
This
fact,
seems
this
like
thing,
the kind of airship you host a fucking swinger party on, Ring. Let's be honest.
Oh.
I hear what you said, and what if, and following me here, what if we just stop going to dangerous places and retire now?
Now this thing
Well-
can actually fly through the Rimian winds without even rattling once. Can you believe it?
I cannot. It's such good ship. We should definitely get.
I don't know, Akashba. Again, I feel like your idea of immediate retirement does sound lovely. What happens to the world when we retire, though?
Well, we are not only adventurers. It's very vain and egotistical to think only we can save worlds.
Well,
And
no
what-
one else is
what do you
doing it,
think?
though.
What do you think, friends? How about the Comfortus model?
Well, take it.
I'm not
No,
I'm not sold.
Here's what I'm thinking, though. Why don't we get one of the others and then tow the Comfortus model behind it just for sleepy times?
Okay, this could be like my private airship.
What?
Right,
What
or
if-
our private airship.
Our private airship.
We can install a dome over all these pillows.
Well, there's
Yeah.
already like a climate-controlled dome. He just explained the technology.
Yeah,
And we would have
yes.
so much fun. We would just call it the fun bags.
No, we are definitely not calling anything fun bags. It's the worst euphemism of all time.
How do you reckon? What
It's a
is it?
euphemism
It's
for comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a euphemism for. Do I need to?
Pillows. Ha ha.
I hate everything about it. I hate this.
So what do you think? Something
Euphemisms, because euphemisms should be fun or sexy, and fun bags is neither of those.
What about fun, safe but uncomfortable? Or what about Comfortus, which is quiet and can
Well, I mean,
brave...
Comfortus is just what it's called. That's not a euphemism for anything.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of leaning towards the Arcanus. It seems like the most well-rounded and customizable ship.
Rain, look at that. Rain picks the magic-y looking ship. Oh, what a surprise.
Well,
Well-
one concern that I have is that all of these ships have these like airbaggy things on them, and I'm afraid they'll pop. We don't really need that. Our power source is sufficient to keep the ship aloft without them.
The bags are generally used for ship stabilization.
Akashima walks back and throws an arm around Bonsai's shoulder. Bonsai, you haven't spoken yet. How do you feel about the comforters?
I think any of these ships would do totally fine going to hell. I just don't think any of them will come back. So,
So if you had to pick one,
Well, I actually rather like the one with the afterburners, and we can do extra dimensional nonsense to make more space down below decks, right, Rain?
Well,
Wait,
so,
where is this ship going?
as a matter of
Presumably,
fact,
and
this is-
possibly, the Hells,
there is
in
an
addition to
idea-
places local.
There is an idea that Esther and I have and would like to try to actually just give us a perfectly acceptable living quarter that you could have all the creature comforts that you have all been asking for this whole time. It sounds like the Arcanist would actually be the best at facilitating that particular bit of arcane effort. Endless steak and eggs, Akashima?
yeah, but I mean, look at the comforters. Look at the terrain.
Wait.
You know what I don't see on the Comfortus that I could put in the Arcanist, though, for you?
What?
Your hot tub for 3.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's sold. Yeah, whatever Rain wants.
Wait.
let's go.
If you can put that on the Arcanist, why can't you put it on the Comforters?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
the Arcanist is actually built for magical upgrades. The
Oh, okay,
Comfortus.
there you go.
So if you're looking to do a significant amount of customization to your ship, may I suggest the Arcanist? And it can also...
All right. But which one is most expensive?
Well, they're all free.
Right, but if they weren't free, which one is the most expensive?
That all depends on the options that you would like to take. We actually offer
All of
different
them.
ship
We're taking
sizes.
all of the options. Also, which one is most experimental?
That sounds like the Arcanist to me, actually. As
I
well.
think that you're making things up, and I would like to hear Doog's opinion.
I think we should ask Esther her opinion on this. I'm not sure Doog is really up to snuff on that particular data
Doog,
point.
I'm really into experiments.
Oh, I'm really uncomfortable.
Which one is most experimental?
The Arcanist is most definitely our latest model.
His eyes
There you
dart
go.
from Doog to Rain to Doog to Rain again to make sure that they're not communicating inaudibly in some way. He peers at them both suspiciously. All right, fine. Fuck it. The Arcanist.
Also, I think the Arcanist had a nice little spot to throw a giant fuck-all dragon head on the front of the ship.
That's true, and that is a prime consideration.
Yes, it can be built with a dragon head or skull mount.
We do have our own dragon skull to go there. Thank
Can we
you.
do something about this eyeball motif?
VYOS.
There's a lot of eyeballs on this. I don't like it.
There's like one eye. Okay, there's like 3 eyeballs. That's fair. That
There's
is
a lot of
strange
eyeballs. There's
motif.
an
I don't
eyeball
know
on the curtain. There's an eyeballs on their eyeball. There's just a lot of eyeballs
The
and
curtain does give it a little bit of a kind of like, I don't know.
a nomadic
Vibe.
fortune teller vibe. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a little uncomfortable with that. Perhaps we can have that replaced with a sleek glass-lined cabin.
I thought maybe a beaded curtain might be nice, actually.
In high winds, it's like walking through a cat o' nine tails.
Obviously joking, Flix.
Oh,
I was
I don't
carrying on
know.
the
We're all
theme
into
that you
weird
had.
shit here.
That's fair.
So what are we thinking for upgrades today?
One moment. What is that smoke coming off of the Arcanus? Is that just spewing things into the environment?
He turns to look. The vases. I believe those are just emitting a harmless vapor cloud colored by a borean shard flake.
Can I insight check that?
You absolutely can.
If VTT lets me. I tried.
I'm also trying.
I don't know. I kind of
All
like
right,
the
well, never
look.
mind. But
Oh,
we'll
there we
check
go.
later.
I do kind of still like the look of the Audacity. Are we going to get a larger? The Audacity is also much larger than the Arcanus.
Part of this was also getting a smaller, faster ship, Flix.
But that
Oh.
can still fit a hot tub, yes.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Esther and
Extra
I are going-
dimensional hot tubs.
Esther and
That
I are
sounds
going
like
to
a
play
better.
with extra dimensional spaces. It'll be great fun.
Okay.
The nice thing about extra dimensional spaces is that they're very stable and almost certain they won't collapse catastrophically while you're inside them.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yes,
That makes me
almost
feel
certainly.
better. Yeah.
Extremely safe.
Oh,
Well, then the Arcanus is definitely up your alley. In fact, the beams are reinforced with heartwood, which is an incredible conduit for magic.
All right. Let's go have a closer look at it at the very least.
We were talking about upgrades, Doog.
All of them. We want all the upgrades.
Bonsai, make me a history check.
What's he doing to my wood?
Are we going to be able to get to the to the ship?
Yeah, maybe we just look at it from afar.
Oh,
12 for history.
You don't know the history of Heartwood. I will, unfortunately, not give you any additional information on that. So what are we thinking? The Arcanus model?
Well, it sounds like it's the most experimental for Flix, it's the most magical for me, and it's
hot tub.
a hot tub for Akashaba. And Bonsai, do you
And it's
have an opinion?
environmentally friendly with no fake plants on the outside like that one over there.
Oh yeah, I can totally add real plants. But Rain, as long as the three of you are happy and you are willing to continue on to vanquish our enemies, then I feel like I'll be okay.
Great. Then, Doog, let's talk about upgrades. Big
Aye.
fuck-off guns.
How big? Wow, well, are we looking for some magical cannon upgrades? The Arcanus
Is that an
perfect for
option?
that. He says, well, yes, even our novice artificers can summon eldritch cannons, and then we'll just, install them onto the bow of your ship.
Oh, can they be guided by tiny elementals to do our bidding?
Well, that's kind of a BYOE, but do you have any elementals you would like to equip onto your ship?
I don't know. We've got a skeleton.
Rain,
We have a
you
crew.
do have an elemental that you would like to equip onto your ship.
I do? Oh, I do. We actually, yes. Well, sort of equip onto the ship, more equip into an extra-dimensional space that is going to be built separately, but yes.
Ah, yes. If you are thinking about storing any sort of elemental upon your airship, then the Arcanus is going to be your only choice. Because it can resist magic, any elemental could, potentially explode and knocking you out of the air. This bad boy's not going to fall apart on you.
Oh, that's good to know.
Well, if you're going to bring an elemental aboard, that's also a good thing to know. I can't predict everything you're going to bring aboard.
Well, that's why we have Esther. Esther is briefed on these things. Always
how-
employ an artificer, apparently, when dealing with airships.
So how about it? The innate runes and, the particular materials the ships are made out of is in fact an insanely good magical conduit. And you could power pretty much anything from anywhere on this ship with a Borean shard.
Well, we do have Borean shards. A few. Everybody feel good about the Arcanus? It's not going to be called the Arcanus. It's still going to be called the Audacity because the
Yes,
Arcanus
of
is a
course, the
terrible name.
Arcanus. Honestly, just the model name. It's a little purple. Can we recolor it? I'd love it if it were black and silver.
I'll have to see if the painters are available.
Can we make the balloons less balloony?
No. The balloons will balloon. Balloonish.
Don't you have Photoshop?
Don't you?
But I have no talent.
Sucks to be you.
Let's just hire a robot to do the art for us.
Oh, god damn it.
Bro. Wow, now you sound like bonsai over there.
Whoa. I stop at the writing. No
To be
art.
clear, he sounds like Trevor, not Bonsai.
Yeah.
For the record, because we're streaming, I am against AI art.
But not AI writing, for the record. They should
No,
use
no.
themselves.
AI writing and everything else about AI is great.
God damn it!
Yeah.
All right, we'll take it, Doog.
Well,
Maybe you should learn to draw, Nick.
fantastic. And should
mean,
I
I-
equip this with a, are you looking for 2 arcane cannons?
I mean, I can draw, but our airship's just going to come out looking like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yes, 2 arcane cannons would be lovely, Doog. And
Or 12. I want a lot of them everywhere.
We'll start with 2.
I suppose.
And we have a great big dragon skull over on the Audacity. Esther can make sure it gets shipped over to get, put right there on the bow of the ship.
Absolutely. We've got an installation post available.
I would like very large googly eyes to be installed in the eye sockets of the skull, please.
I'm definitely not doing that.
Wait, are you saying that you could, though?
No.
Flix narrows his eyes and looks at Duke. Is Duke lying?
I don't know. Are you?
Very well. I'll figure something out.
Oh my god.
You'll never see through me.
What about other upgrades? Can we is there stealth technology?
Indeed, all joking aside, we should
Or-
probably talk about that sort of thing. It's rather more important.
You said it's magically resistant. That's already good.
The stealth technology is mostly for the Comfortus model. That can't be
Yeah,
installed in other models.
I'm talking about.
Well, can't
more,
we just grab the pillows of the
practical-
Comfortus model and strap them to this one?
You could.
Well,
You
wouldn't
could-
that
It doesn't
Make
make,
it
it
fluffy
quieter.
and-
It would
What
What about
certain.
more practical stealth, not just quiet, fluffy pillows so you can sleep at night? Like making the ship go invisible. That type of technology.
Well, I don't have anything like that available yet. Just the
Esther,
magically resistant materials.
I mean, magically resistant materials are important. Now, do they only work on spells, or do they work on various natural magical effects that are generated by various creatures?
Anything really with an element there. This thing is made to resist. So you're talking your cold, your lightning, your fire,
But no acid.
but your acid, your potential poison, your strong winds. Yeah, this
Your
may be-
lightning? Lightning seems like something we
lightning,
should
of
be-
course.
What about the
lightning
dire... Well, actually,
I-
necrotic probably doesn't affect if it's not alive, so that's probably not a thing.
It's definitely not a living thing.
What about the devastating, catastrophic, radiant light of holy beings?
I think this bad boy could stand a trip through Auralia. Yeah.
That's good. Fortuitous.
I mean, if we do have to drag a ship to hell, it might as well be one that won't immediately burst into flames and be lightning out of the sky.
That's a valid point.
That's probably fair. Rain, I heard you yelling. What's up?
What do you think about turning the whole ship invisible for brief periods of time?
Esther thinks. Possible. I would need a vampirate module.
A vampirate module?
Yeah, she looks at you. There's these, Maginox pirates. Anyway, they're like vampires, but then they chose to live on the dark seas of Maginox. So, instead of, living in Maginox, they live in the water. But anyway, they're like vampires, but
And
they're
they
pirates.
called themselves vampirates.
Well, I mean, that just makes sense, right? So
Yeah,
anyway,
it does just make sense. Like, it's not very complex. I like it.
I mean, it shows the same creativity that we've come to expect from, most vampires. So, yeah, spot on.
yeah, but they're kind of a terror because somehow for some reason their ships, they can make their whole ship go invisible, crew and all, like the whole thing, like just poof,
Oh.
gone.
Oh, look, I'm not going back to Maginoc just to steal a vampirate module or whatever it's called.
Well, no,
Well-
but we're going back to Maginox for many other reasons, so...
I
I mean, if we're
that's-
there, I'll totally steal a vampirate module, but I'm not going back there for one, is my point.
But
That's fair.
well, I'm just telling you what I need to have you get your thing done. I need a vampirate module.
Well, I mean,
Great.
So
You don't-
in order to get that, do we like kill vampires? So how does this work?
Well,
well, maybe
you would
we make a
probably
nice
have to-
deal with them instead.
You can make a deal, see how they, turn their ship invisible, and you bring that tech back to me, or you find one, follow him to his invisible ship, board his invisible ship, and then steal his invisible ship, and then bring it back, so I can take it apart and figure out how it works.
Maybe we can just, like, jot down, like, what it looks like, maybe, and we can just go in and steal, rather than steal the whole ship, you know? Akasha's probably more likely to burn the whole ship down.
I
so-
mean, I feel like that's probably a good course of action.
Wait, but I need. She like writes it down and like draws a little thing. It's like a borean shard. Here, she
We can
doodles
talk
down
about
like a
this later.
gem.
We'll be here for a while anyway. I'm not putting you on the spot, Esther.
Oh, I'm just saying this is the thing I need if you want to make the ship turn invisible.
Perfect. The fact that we can do it is good enough for me.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's something that they use, but possible.
Well, I think this is it, Esther. Right here. Everybody's in agreement.
This is a nice looking ship. All right, we'll take it. Doog nods. It'll take me a little bit to get everything all fixed up for you, and I hear we have some things we want to transfer over and improve on while we're in port.
Yes. I mean, we have to do a whole lot of work, I imagine.
Well, you can have this dock freely, and we'll make sure we have some guards posted for you to make sure that anything you transfer from your previous ship to this one will be safe and sound.
Perfect.
And please let any of the dock hands know if you need anything at all. But give us a couple days, and we'll get everything installed for you, and then you all can do, well, whatever upgrades you would like. And then you can take off into the wild Arctis blue yonder.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Doog.
At your service. Enjoy your new purchase, and congratulations! Doog leaves. Oh, well. Wasn't expecting a full-on salesman, but that was nice.
That was a little weird.
Right.
little bit.
It was a little strange.
How
Does he get a
weird.
commission on free?
I don't know. He seemed kind of knowledgeable, but some of the details were just really kind of off. Like, the Comfortus model? I don't know. I think those things still have an overheating problem.
Oh, well, I mean, do you know the particulars of each of these models, their ups and downs?
Some of them. She looks over. I'm glad you went with this one, though. Rain and I have been talking a lot about the stuff that we want to do in the hull, and I think this one will be perfect. Plus, the additional elemental stability will be great.
How do you think it will hold up against the slow, though? If it's an arcane-based ship, do you think it'll be more or less resistant than some of the others?
Hard to say, but one thing I could definitely count on is that it'll be just as chaotic as other magic. I think if we wanted something to be more mundane around slow, it should be non-magical. So
But then
Yeah.
it just burns, so maybe not so great either.
let's just keep the slow away from this model. That's
It's,
probably for the best.
This won't affect hot tub, right?
No.
Well, I mean,
Not
if the slow gets in your hot tub, you'll have worse problems.
Why
Yeah,
did
just
you
don't
pause,
fill your
Brand?
slow or
You-
your hot tub with
you
slow.
paused. Why did you pause?
Well, I mean, the hot tub will be magical, so...
Yeah.
Look, if we run into slow, all hot tubs are fucked. Mundane or magical.
That's more or less why I hesitated.
Instead of a
yes.
hot tub, they'd be, well, like a slushy.
Well,
Oh.
I think we just close the hot tub while we're engulfed in snow. That's probably the most prudent course of action.
I mean, if I'm going to go out anyway, I might as well go out in a hot tub, though, Rain.
That's actually a pretty good point.
Yeah.
Okay, then don't close the hot tubs while we're engulfed in snow. You know what? You do you.
See, you're just being dismissive. Why don't we develop an anti-slow measure to keep our hot tub toasty in the event that we're all going to die horribly?
Well, we are sort of working on that, but for the world as a whole.
Aren't we the anti-slow measure? Also, what is anti-slow?
I don't know, but we should definitely figure that out because I think that would be very useful.
No, I was invited to take part in Hunt, never anti-slow measure. I'm just bugbear.
You do realize that this whole anti-slow saving the world thing has been what we've really been about for weeks.
Months.
Well,
Right.
Okay. In fairness, I had started to put that together, yes.
Okay, good. In which case, you've been more than a bugbear for weeks, also months. So you're a hero now. You're not just a bugbear.
Well, before I was hero, I ate much more steak and eggs, so I'm not really sure it's a good deal.
Oh, but eventually you're going to get to retire because you're a hero. You'll probably get free steak and eggs.
No, you heard Bonsai talking. We have to go to hell to fight Tiamat.
Well, I mean,
Must have
maybe.
been.
Well, no,
maybe
going to
not.
hell to fight
Might be
Tiamat is a
relatively
ridiculous
high.
idea. I just want to be prepared for it in the event that the insanity leads that direction.
Well, let's get cracking on that hot tub, huh?
Wait, he's not serious. You're not planning on flying this airship into hell, are you?
We should be prepared for anything, Esther.
Oh.
Yeah, Esther, we don't really have a plan yet, so we just need to be prepared for all outcomes.
That's not true. We have a pretty solid plan. We just don't know if that plan entails going directly to hell yet.
All outcomes, so the scope creep.
Yeah, can you just plan for every possible eventuality, Esther? It's not asking too much, right?
I'll get right on that.
Oh, by the way, we can't get you more headcount, but we still need you to do all possible realities.
All of them?
All possible permutations of problems.
Wait, okay, so that, we've got the material plane, the ethereal plane, the
Yeah.
dreaming, the hells.
Uh-huh.
Also, it needs to be done by the end of next sprint.
Oh, the elemental planes?
Oh, also, I do need you to work on hot tub while doing this, though.
Well,
And
actually,
the
I can
hot
just...
tub?
No, Esther, we've talked. I have the hot tub. Don't worry about that one. That's fine.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
all
okay,
getting very
then I'll get hot tub.
overwhelming. I need a project manager.
Oh, no, it's fine. You just have that audacity passion.
All
We're
right,
like a
well, we've chosen our
family.
ship.
We're like a family, Esther T. Tinkerwing.
Well, we've got a couple things that we do need to do. First off, Rain and I need to finish up what we're gonna do down in the hole, but hopefully it'll give us a little bit more room and allow us, yes, Akashaba, for your hot tub.
Yay.
And our luxurious visitors' quarters.
Yes, Flix. Don't worry. I think you'll be pretty happy. Although you did say something earlier that we are going to have to change the floor plan a little bit, Esther.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why?
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
We do need a teleportation chamber, a spacious one as well.
Well, we just transfer the one we have over. It's just the room, so.
You're just going to bring the whole room over.
And Rain,
No,
we're still going
the
to have...
rune. The rune.
Yeah, the
Oh.
It's
the
on
room.
fire.
I sure as fuck hope not. All right, well, that and a paint job that is perhaps less... I'm a wizard purple, and we're on.
I don't know if we have that option, but we'll explore it, Flix.
Look, you right-click and fill. How hard can it be?
Mhm.
I will punch you in the face.
Sorry, Bonsai, you were saying something.
Oh, nothing nearly as intelligent as that, of course.
It was a pretty high bar.
You need AI for that kind of art chops.
Well,
Yes,
a
of course.
couple important things. One, our airship upgrade will allow us to go into a couple areas that are considered relatively dangerous for airships to go. One of them being Rimia, because it's got really, really, really strong winds. Another one being Feronia, which is kind of dangerous for various sandstorms and earth storms and things like that. So, this ship will allow us to be able to brave the winds of Rimia, and potentially get us through into Feronia as well.
Is there any place that would not allow us to go? Like, we do need to go to Asir.
She nods. It should handle Asir just fine, but I wouldn't put it anywhere over or near the Slow. Probably in a wider radius than even the Audacity. So I think that would slightly limit where we can go in Asir.
Aren't we
Well,
over
at
the
least you
slow
could drop
right
us
now?
off.
We could still get into it.
Yes, Bonsai, we are technically always over the slow, you are correct. But the proximity, I believe, matters.
Yes, the Slow has a, somewhat of an origin point. It used to be a city.
In Asir, that's why Asir is particularly hostile.
She nods.
Will any of these other airships get us there?
She looks around. More or less. Some slower, some quicker.
Could we go back to the original idea and have two of them?
She
What does that
shakes.
accomplish?
Well, we have one that can go to the slow city that you're just talking about now, and the other one that can go everywhere else.
Well, she just said that this one could go to the could go to Asir.
But not directly to the slow, which we need to go solve. And if there's a city there, or was, then that seems like a great place to start looking.
Oh, you can't go there. No one can go there. She frowns.
How are we going to solve the issue then?
We're going
Yeah.
to the Ice Library, which is also in Asir.
I don't suggest walking closer anywhere near the origin point of Asir unless you want to change. Or worse.
I believe we actually can teleport to the Ice Library from the painting once we collect the last Lunesti artifact. And that's where, in theory, we will find some answers about how to stop the slow. And that's when we can start actually maybe anti-slowing things.
It also sounded like, from our previous conversation, that going to the ice library could be very catastrophic, and that's maybe not our solution.
Well, it might be catastrophic for who?
That was not determined yet, so it could be
Something,
catastrophic for the
something,
world.
knowledge is dangerous, blah, 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 blah. That's what all of these types say.
And there is something to be said about access to any sort of knowledge. Now, you could figure out anything. Not just how to solve the slow, but
Probably lots of big words that are very impressive to say in front of people.
Esther stops talking as her mind starts racing.
could discover new worlds, new stars.
No, I said new words. New words. Esther
Oh.
ain't going.
Oh,
Wait. New worlds, new stars. What are you talking about?
she looks up. Have you never thought about what's up there?
Yeah, there's a bunch of tiny lights. What are you talking about?
Maybe there's someone like us looking back down at us.
Well, I mean, they'd be floating up there. We could just see them.
What if
Well, we
they're...
know Arctis came from somewhere else.
I mean, look how tiny those lights are.
Oh.
They're itty and bitty.
I
If there was someone up there with them, they'd look gigantic by comparison, obviously.
could read any book in the Ice Library. I would read about what lives in the stars. Maybe try and build a ship that could go there someday.
Probably pixies. They're so small.
I think that would be an excellent idea, Esther. We should talk.
I don't know if you'd like it. Stars are just spirits of bugbears who have passed looking down upon us.
What?
Wait.
No, they're tiny glowing spheres that apparently pixies live inside.
No, I told you, like when bugbears pass away, they go into the sky and then they look down and protect future bugbears.
Wait, so you're saying that it's only bugbears, and only bugbears are looking down and protecting anyone?
But
Yeah.
that's silly. They're the eyes of our owl ancestors, old and
No,
wise, looking
no.
down at us.
I feel like you may have misheard.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
mean, both
that
of these
actually
things sound
says-
patently absurd when they're obviously just teeny glowing lights in the sky.
What?
No, I'm pretty
They're
sure
just there. They're just there for
gigantic balls of
decoration.
burning
They're left
gas.
over from the start of the world when the sun's sleeping. They're just there to make the night look pretty.
All right. So when bugbears pass away, bugbears, first of all, very noble creatures, right? So
But stars don't have anything to do with the afterlife. Otherwise, there'd be constantly new stars every night. Where are the new stars coming from?
Are you just keeping strict inventory of stars?
I'm just saying that we see new stars all the time. Are you saying that the new bugbears fall out of the sky all the time and that's what shooting stars are?
No. Okay, so shooting stars are a little bit different. I'm glad you brought that up. So when a bugbear is a hero, then he actually gets to move through the night sky to inspire other bugbears who are still living.
Well, then why does he disappear so quickly?
Well, because, moving around takes lots of energy. It makes you very tired.
And why doesn't he come back or do loop-de-loops? If I were a dead hero, I'd do loop-de-fucking-loops, you bet.
Yeah, that's why it's bugbears and not dumb cat fart.
Oh, how dare you. I don't call you meat slop because you came out of a... whatever.
Oh my gosh, if I didn't think you believed that even bugbears came from the stars, I thought you guys hatched from eggs of light.
What?
Wait, what?
But it's not. Okay, so it's not about origin. It's where we go. So when we die, we don't go back into eggs of light. That's preposterous.
Oh. Well, then they would be like egg seeds, and you plant yourself in the ground to grow again.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that sounds less cool than being stars looking down on people.
It's all very confusing.
A little bit. I feel like if you're not a bugbear, you just don't get it. And that's okay. I forgive you.
So...
Well, look, it's patently absurd that the stars have anything to do with the afterlife. They're obviously just tiny bits of sparkly bit that were left over after the world was created by the Fae. Everyone knows that. They're just decoration. Now let's get on with it, shall we?
So skeptical. You just can't believe bugbears looking down on you and protecting you, Flix.
Well, they're not protecting me. You just said that they look down and protect all the bugbears.
No. They look down and protect everybody. I may have misspoke. No, it's fine. You are protected by bugbear stars.
Hey,
Well, maybe
Rain.
the Fae creators decorated with dead bugbears.
Maybe. I can accept that. That's fine. We are great decorations.
Right, you're highly decorative.
Hey, Rain,
Yes, Esther.
if you didn't have to stop the slow and you could read about anything in the ice library, what would you read about?
Oh.
Like if you could find any knowledge, anything, the truth about anything in history that could have ever existed now or will, what would you want to know?
I don't know, Esther. I kind of like to find my answers on my own when I can. Like, you said something about going and trying to see what the stars are up there. I think I would rather just go and find out myself. So, I suppose if there was any knowledge, it would be how to go to the places that I want to go to and see things for myself.
But aren't all the answers just solved by us wanting to do something and succeeding?
I suppose. But there's a difference, like, there's the journey, right? The pursuit of knowledge?
Yeah. But what is knowledge without understanding what you've gained along the way? Is it good to just know something without having the experience of having learned it?
Well, in the experience specifically of stopping a world-ending, invasive, magical virus, probably, I think that would probably be worth just, knowing. But otherwise, in most applications, yes.
Oh. Kind of an interesting concept, I guess. I don't know, Flix, you could get the answer to any question in the universe. What would you ask?
Oh, that's a good question. Any question in the universe.
Yeah. I know, it's a philosophical question, but I'm curious.
Nope. Won't admit that one out loud. That's my secret.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we?
What about you, Esther? What would you want to know?
I've decided, I figured out what I want to know. Why we're not moving.
Where are you moving to, Flix? Why are you in such a rush all of a sudden?
I don't know. I want to get on a new airship, and I want to kick ass, and I want to go to the Apple Bottoms place, and I don't know. I'm full of energy.
yeah, he's right. Let's get going.
I'm sorry I ruined your philosophical moment, Rain.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
Nobody asked me, but for record, I would want to know, okay, so like once you have hot tub, how do you get the two women into the hot tub with you?
Oh, I don't think you'd like any of the answers to that question. Or at least you wouldn't like them from anyone who'd be selling them to you.
I imagine the universe could tell me, because Esther is kind of talking about, like, you know, impossible situations.
You could probably try starting by talking to one or both of the women, Akashaba.
Oh, that sounds like very scary work.
Not to mention, you should probably, choose one or the other, unless one of them is into that, in which case you should talk to her first and then get her on board with everything, and then talk to the other one and make sure she's into that, and get
my
her on
gosh.
board with
When
everything.
you talk about this is terrible. Okay, just one.
All right, well, that is easier.
Ugh.
That is where we will end today's session, as you all have picked out a new airship and have some planned upgrades for it.
And a paint job.
And we sexually harassed a woman.
We didn't. It was all
Only
an
one. It's a new
accident.
record.
Did you guys
Flix's
have fun?
intentions were pure.
I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Please don't let me be misunderstood.
Man, I feel like this episode has at least 6 good clips.
Yeah, we were farming tonight.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh,
Amy, if you're there, this is so that your life could be easier.
No.
I mean, that was not what I was going for, but man, it was a good night.
Sometimes when you stream, you just farm clips. It's fine. It was fun. We had fun. We have fun here.
We did. Good RP session. Rain and I will finalize what is going on in the whole of the airship and go from there. But you all have picked out some upgrades and now have some magical resistance to your airship, which will allow you to fly to some slightly more dangerous areas. But first off, your first trip is planned for Auralia, the land of eternal light.
Well, in 2 weeks, we'll get to play again.
I mean, you can play without me. Bonsai will just chill in the hold.
I'm sorry, I keep losing it at Bonsai does the tree pose. And I just hold out my arms and I'm like, T. I cannot stop myself.
Yeah. That'll happen a lot.
All right, everybody. Well, we might have some time between some sessions, but let's figure it out in Discord. But for now, I shall free you from D&D. Thank you for the excellent RP-focused session, and we'll get you guys hooked up with a brand new airship for the next one. Sound good?
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
All right. Good night, guys.
Night, y'all.
Right off.
All right, and that is it for Arctis today. Whoa. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. If you enjoyed the stream, give us a follow. We are a teeny tiny channel, and we appreciate your every sub. Watch our VODs over on YouTube and catch us live on Twitch. And catch our shorts and funny moments over on Twitter and TikTok. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.